everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'd be just swell. Tomash, yes, fireworks. We have snow for the winter. So I thought maybe fireworks for Bommy Night. What else can we have? Speaking of fireworks, 2 places in the soundproof snug for you and Domingos Duarte ligado mas grabando away. No problem at all. Not nice, is it? It's not nice. I went to Tesco earlier and I think it must have been the pub over the road was having a firework display, and it just sounded, they weren't even fireworks, they sounded like bombs going off. It was stupid. Alas, that's what people are into now, aren't they? Booking explosions. How are you? How are you in yourself? Are you alright? Heavy artillery. Is that fireworks or is that just a normal night on the oblong of dreams? Did a car backfiring? Let's hope so. Speaking of fireworks, I think Mandy says she's going to be a little bit late because there's a display near hers, so the family are coming over. They can pretty much just sit in the house and watch it go off. It's that close. I can hear it go on here as well. Ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. If it was just one night of the year, but it's not, is it? It's constantly. You're a bit knackered, not quite 100%. Yeah, I know the feeling, mate. It's the time of the year. How am I doing? I am exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. For today has been a very, very big day. I couldn't sleep last night. Oh, well, I could, but I woke up because I was just far too excited. Today was getting my car back day. Would have been yesterday, only another little thing went wrong, so pushed it back another day. Sam, how are you doing? But I went and picked it up earlier, and like a dick got all the way there and realised I'd not took my card with me. My dad had dropped me off, was only just round the corner, thankfully. Came back, got me, came home, got me card, went back, paid, got me car. The car is back. Miriam is on the driveway. God, she's beautiful, man. She's beautiful. Doing okay, lovely stuff. It's about the best you can hope for, really, isn't it? Casper, good evening. It is Bommy Night. You're going to bang, bang, bang every now and then. It's definitely a relief to have the independence back. The rear subframe, when I spoke to Ian, because he was the one who said to me it needs replacing, have a look on YouTube, have a look on eBay rather. So I was looking for them and they were all absolutely awful. The one that came off looks better than the ones that you could buy off eBay. So instead I bought one from Germany, which was including customs duty, VAT and handling fees, was about 800 quid. Another 200 quid on parts, so I spent £1,000 on it. And then I got £1,000's bill today for other parts and all the labour, which I am absolutely delighted with. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. So the bottom of the car now is pretty much as good as it's going to be. That should keep me going until the car is absolutely down to dust. So yes, we are happy. The Ruskies might have arrived as well. If the Russians have arrived, Casper will be able to tell us, because they've had to fly over him first in Denmark. A new car, Well, I couldn't afford one. I can afford to pay bit by bit for this. I would have to get the adaptive controllers switched over from this one to any new one, which is still going to be the best part of £1,000. And then whatever I buy, there's a good chance that I'd have to spend money on that anyway. So with this, it's costing me money, but it's as good as it's going to be. A 20-year-old car, and it's as good as it's going to be. Should keep me going. It actually should outlast me, to be honest with you, as long as nothing explodes. Car, not me. Barnsey, how you doing? Not new. Well, the one I've got's not new. I've spent enough on it, so I want to keep hold of it. Plus, it's my first ever Mercedes. Dreamed about this since I was 9 years old. Ma's putting the bins out. Soft shite. I could have done that for her. Yeah, so it's fantastic. And that was only the second best news of the day. We have had better news today. Much better news. Yours is 11. It's had half its value spent on it this year. Well, yeah, pretty much. Mine's had 150% of its value spent on it. Jess, today, all my trouble seems so far away. Jess rang me this morning. Any words of wisdom for her driving test? So I said the same thing as I always say. You've done all the work. Stay calm. And George Michael. Got to have faith there. So when she rang me back a little later on today, she went, Dad, yeah, George Michael worked. George Michael worked. As she was driving, she kept that in her mind. Just got to have faith. And she passed her test. So my little darling angel is now independent and free. I went for my walk earlier on, and when I got home, her car was parked outside. She had driven from home to here. Great it is. I know she was so excited about it. So I am absolutely delighted, but also I am a little bit sad. For the past 3.5 years, I have been picking her up and dropping her off of a morning to college first and then work afterwards, and then picking her up in the afternoon and taking her home. 3.5 years. Most of the little vloggy things that you see is me in the car after I've dropped her off, just chatting away. I'm not going to have that anymore. I will barely get to see her unless she wants to drive round and say hello. Whereas for the past 3.5 years, I could guarantee as soon as I got the rota sent out to me, I knew what days I'd see her. And I loved our little trips of a morning. I made sure that if she was feeling a bit low on energy or feeling a bit down, like having the Monday blues, not with me in the car, not a chance. I would do anything stupid, any dad jokes, anything to make her laugh of a morning. Which is where, of course, oh my God, would you look at the sausage dog? That's where that came from. It's his name, Myron. Even if she was pissed off of a morning, as soon as you get to that bit, she'd join in. He looks like a Myron. And then she'd have a big smile on her face. So I suppose my job has been done. But I do feel a little bit sad about that. She will pop round, definitely. She'll have to take me to the match. Yeah, full streaming attention while she gets stuck in traffic. I will give her a bit of time to get used to driving on her own first. Get used to it before she starts going anywhere near that place. I have already warned her as well. I'll be ringing at 4:30 in the morning. Yes. Can you pick me up at Banff? I'm off me tits on tap water. Can you give me mates a lift home as well? One's in Glasgow. One's in Brazil. One's in Ulaanbaatar. Don't be our ass. Connor, you're on 270. Good stuff, man. Keep going upwards and upwards and upwards. Lovely, lovely stuff. Sam, you're always lucky to have your mum to drive you up through the first couple of years at university. Oh, lovely, man. Didn't get a licence until she passed away. Do you know what? That's nice, that. That time that you spent together that you might not have actually spent had you got your licence earlier. So I suppose I should think of it like that, shouldn't I? If she'd have passed her test 2 years ago, Jess, which she could have done, I'd have had 2 years of not seeing her. Whereas I've had two years of being such a pain in the arse to her of a morning. It's great. Yeah, be thankful. Oh. Yeah, so I've been on edge all day. When I went to pick my own car up, it was like it was Christmas Day, and I just walked through the kitchen to see that there's a bike-shaped present for me. You know what I mean? I forgot how to drive. I sat in it for about 5 minutes. I was setting my cameras up and all that kind of stuff, obviously. But I just sat there and took it in a little bit, and then thought, how do you drive? What do I press? What do I press to make it go? And, oh man, I drove home and I thought, I was chatting away to the camera. You'll see this later on at some point. I looked at the camera and I went, oh shit, it's 4 o'clock. I need to get home now. I was going to go and get it washed. I need to get home now and go for my walk before it gets too dark. And then I got in, sat down, looked at the clock, and it was 3. The clocks had gone back while the car was in the garage. So it hadn't been turned back. So I had loads of time, had a cup of tea, went and got the car washed, then went for my walk afterwards, which was glorious. So there is a walk video. There will be more walk videos. I'm not stopping them. It just means that now, of a weekend especially, I should be able to drive somewhere else and do my walks. Probably can't do them during the week because I'm working. I was off today, but I'm normally working. But I did like me walking videos. They kept me going in the 2 weeks that the car was in. So nice, man. And it was lovely being back in the car. Horace, I've not seen Horace for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hi, Horace. I give him a hug and put him back on the parcel shelf. I've had to buy air fresheners because the car smells of garage, which I quite like, to be honest with you. But you know, if anyone else is getting in the car, I want it to smell a bit more like me. Ode to humanity. Give it a clean inside, hoovered, vacuumed. Took it to the hand wash, got it done, so it's looking as nice as it possibly can. It's got 3/4 of a tank of diesel, so that should keep me going for a while. Somewhere else, absolutely. We have loads of places. Would have been better if it was during the summer, but we have got places. Hesketh Park, the Botanic Gardens, Churchtown, Victoria Park, the Pinewoods Squirrel Reserve, Formby, with the red squirrels, little enclave of gorgeous little red squirrels. Some of those are going to be a pain in the arse because they're doing work at Formby Point, getting rid of loads of rubble and brick and things that were just put there after World War II to make it a bit better for the animals and for the peeps. But I'll take you around some places anyway. Definitely diversifying the walking videos. Like I've picked out certain things on my walks. Yeah, I love the idea of doing this. I do it with the football, the Everton videos that I do. It's just what stands out on that particular day. Or in terms of the walks that I do round here. There's certain things that I walk past every single walk. The 20-mile-an-hour signs, the things that are painted on the floor, all that kind of stuff. And I'll try and pick a different one each day. A few more of the plants, trees, the breeze seem to whisper Louise, cars going past, anything like that. And of course the clouds. But if it means I can get away from doing the same walk and go somewhere else, hopefully you'll get a bit better. Thank you for the follow, Norma and Horses. Don't know if Norma's on. This sometimes just does this a little bit late, so she could have followed days. Is Formby Hall still a respite home for kids needing a holiday in the countryside? I don't know. I don't think so. It's now a very, very, very high-class golfing establishment. There's a golf course there. Tommy Fleetwood plays there on a regular basis. Duncan Ferguson lives in the grounds. My dad taught his son to drive. One of my all-time heroes, Duncan. And I never got to meet him, despite the fact that my dad was always there chatting with him. Bastard. The ones near Halloween were quite eerie. They were, weren't they? Today would have been a good day for a walk. But like now, this time of night, with all the fireworks going off. Speaking of Louise, are you lurking, Louise? You went helping one weekend. Ah, lovely stuff. Just down the road from me, that. That's 7 miles down the road. It's there, just down there. I played football in Formby for 30 years. No wonder I was knackered. Should have had a break really, shouldn't I? I played football with me dad. I should have used the ball instead. No wonder my feet hurt.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. Yeah, it is a lovely setting. It's a nice area. Formby's gorgeous. It's where a lot of the footballers live. So there's a huge amount of money in that area. There's people with private jets and things like that. It's supposed to be a poor area, Merseyside. Don't believe it for a second. There's someone with what were the Bugatti Veyrons? I think there was something like £300,000. No, it was more than that, wasn't it? $500,000 or something. This fella had 2 of them. VPI. Visible. Yes, very poor indeed. Very poor. Very poor. Dad jokes. You see, I can't do it. I can't tell Jess dad jokes of a morning. Therefore, you're going to get them all now. Yeah, but it's lovely. The pine woods in Formby. I've not done that since we've lived up here, to be honest. I always say I will and just never get round to it because can't be arsed. Fucking squirrels, can't be arsed, mate. Now I can be arsed. So we're going to do that. We'll do that. Yeah, you can't imagine having enough to spend on cars like that. The footballers, they're on huge amounts of money, so plenty of them can afford it. But there's businessmen who live on Victoria Road. People who own multinational businesses. Just ridiculous. As I say, my dad's taught quite a few of the kids down there how to drive. And it's a different world. Absolute different world. Squirrels, I've seen plenty of the little grey ones. Well, they're not little, are they? The fat bastard grey ones. And I've seen a few of the red ones in Formby. They used to run across the road. But now they've started putting like ropes going across the canopies from tree to tree. So if they want to get across the road, they can do without being run over by stupidly expensive bloody cars. You wouldn't likely ever buy them anyway. Do you know what? I don't think I would. I would like some really nice cars, but mine would normally be 80s and 90s stuff. Plain. Stuff that I remembered from when I was a kid. Rather than buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Mark 1 Ford Escorts. Lancia Delta HF Integrale and stuff like that. Not cheap, but certainly not Lamborghini money. They do cost some cash, them things, don't they? Is it Chris Evans, the former Radio 1 DJ? He has got a load of Ferraris, all painted white, which look bizarre. And he's got, wherever he lives down south, he's got all these cars in like a temperature-controlled environment, worth stupid amounts of millions. I don't get it. I'd rather buy stuff that you can use. Spend big money on them, I don't care, like, but just use them. That's what they're there for. Don't hide them away. Spend money probably on fancy meals, books and helping good causes. Fancy meals, how selfish of you. How selfish of you. Yeah, it's brilliant. Eat well. Books, read. Oh, books are fantastic. Such an underrated aspect of life and humanity. Helping good causes. If you could have that amount of money where you could help people out on a daily basis, why would you not do it? Ford Fiesta XR2. Pallad won't let you drive it. No, not for me. I'm too big for one of them. The first car of my dad's that I was allowed to drive, that I was able to drive, he bought it when I was 12. So by the time I was 17, he still had it. Was a Ford Sierra XR4i. That was the first of his cars I got to drive. The last of his cars I didn't get to drive was a Mercedes, which is why I desperately wanted a Mercedes of my own. And if the lottery ever did come in, I would buy the same Mercedes he had, and I would buy an XR4i. I loved that car. Loved it. I used to take it to school when I was in sixth form in New A's in Allerton in Liverpool. All the teachers had 2 CVs and Renault 4s. Really shitty cars. And I was turning up with a 2.8 fuel injected V6. Oh man. It's one of those cars that when you shut the door, it sounds like a castle door shutting. Wha-dunk. Whole thing. Brilliant. All chunky. Not gold infused hamburgers on. Oh yeah, proper food. Fill thee up. Miriam, oh, we were flash. No, well, yeah and no. My dad was a footballer, so he was on good money. Not Premier League money, but he was on more than the average bank manager was on, so he was not poor by any stretch of the imagination. He used to change his car every 6 months or so. And then when we came back, there was no need for a left-hand drive Mercedes in the UK, so he gave it to his mate. Just said to him, can you give us a lift to the airport from Enschede to Schiphol, which is quite a drive, to be honest. And when we got there, he went, oh, nice one, cheers for that. Just give him the keys, you can have that. Have the car. Lunatic. Ali, oh. Ali, oh. Piggly ding reset. These days, getting coffee and chocolates is going to become out of price range. It's ridiculous, isn't it? The price of everything. It's that, man. All about the Dwayne Eddies. There's nothing about giving back to people, is there? All about shareholder profits. Bastards. How you doing? Ali, oh. Ali, oh. Ali, oh. I can hear a boom out there now. There's a boom. Life's little luxuries are just getting out of reach for more of us all the time. And yet, I thought Donny said things were getting better. Things have never been better. Ridiculous, isn't it? We struggle, and yet more and more gets taken out all the time. Bastards. Your grand, thanks. You have news. You started a new job Tuesday. Oh, brilliant stuff. What are you doing? When you say a new job, do you mean as Louise provided you with a new target? Is that what it is? Is it one of those? Oh, meat packaging factory. Are you saying? Are you? No. Good stuff, man. Yeah, for him on his own, they're getting better, aren't they? The ultimate grifter. It's pointless though, isn't it? Just pointless. What happens at the end of it? He's not going to be around for much longer, is he? And what happens afterwards, just in a few years' time, when this cult around him is gone, and people can just look at it and go, do you know what? He was an absolute thief, a knobhead. That's all he's going to be remembered as. There'll be no hospitals with his names on. No societies for the benefit of humanity. Nothing. Just a solid gold toilet. Feckin' ages. Early starts, so you have to leave half an hour before it finishes. Oh, Ali, oh, do not worry about this in the slightest. Do not worry at all. Work first, man, work first. It's all about the Benjamins. How's everything? I don't think we've got enough time for everything, but, you know, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Mustn't grumble. I have Miriam back. I went to Tesco and parked in the disabled parking for the first time in 2 weeks. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Didn't have far to walk, which is good really, because I'm falling apart at the seams. He's only ever been the right amoral individual angling into the right position. The ideas and dysfunction will remain well after he goes. Yeah, he's not in charge. They never are. It's only ever... There's a puppeteer behind all of them. That's why you're either a Coke president or a Pepsi president, because the big companies are telling you what to do. Louise, Lulu Bellatini. Lulu and the young generation. How are you? 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. How are you in yourself? Pole position. Very much position at pole. Phone died. Yes, that old chestnut. Wednesday beating Norwich. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Is Manning still there? Captain Manning. He's got to go, man. What's up with this feckin' weather? What's up with this feckin' weather? It's too hot. Ali, out. Mandy, there's a fireworks display just over the road from where she lives. So all the family come round and he can watch from the house. Nice and warm, cups of tea. No dickheads around them. Just sit off and watch them. So she will probably appear at some point after that finishes. Show folk, Christine, show folk. That does sound very EastEnders, that, doesn't it? It is very mild for the time. It is fierce mild. It's been mad the last few days. I mentioned it, didn't I? Was it the last stream? I'd walked in all the windy weather, and then just for 2 days, the wind had dropped. And I mentioned it, I talked about it. It's been lovely. And then next thing you know, the fucking storm's back. Mandy, as if by magic, appears. How is the fireworkage? Is it loud? Shane, how you doing, bud? Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Very loud. I can imagine. See, if I was... If I wasn't streaming, I would have took the camera, I would have just drove down to near the Marine Lake or something and seen what was going on down there. Which means I can do that soon. We have not had a live from the dogging car park for ages, have we? We need a dogging car park live. ASAP Rocky. Shane, just been to fireworks in your town. 13 minutes of flares. Sounds like Birmingham, doesn't it? They're all wearing flares there, you see. Oh, very poor. Yesterday, the nighttime temperature didn't drop below 11. Isn't it mad? Isn't it mad, Casper? Same here. I've had to have the heating on. The little heater, I've got the little fan heater. Whoa, here she come, that one. I've had that on. I put it on for about 10 minutes and then it's not on again for the rest of the day. It's mad. Took a video, but the autofocus is a mare. What were you saying the other day about you being a better photographer than me, Mandy? Eh? What were you saying, Mandy? Eh? What were you saying? Yeah, it is a pain in the arse, isn't it? I think there are ways you do it. The settings that you do. You don't do autofocus, you do manual. Just there's ways of picking it up really well. Same with the moon. There's tricks to getting a really good video of it. But it's a pain in the arse. On a tablet, you can still do it on a tablet. There are apps you can get for your tablet. Which is really, really handy. Rubbish for a tone. Rubbish for a tone. They're not really into it, are they? Splendid. Now display is Friday. Might even see it from here. Ooh. Hang on, which... I'll find out what it is for El Capitan. Have I got... Has the link come up? Don't think it has it? What's the link? Commands. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Have I missed that? I think it might have to be a lowercase c. Yeah, lower, not a capital. No, lower. It should. It's there, isn't it? It should be there. Sure. Why is that not worked? I'll do it manually. We'll pin you there, Shane. We'll pin you. You are pinned. That's Shane's channel. Make sure you subscribe. Go and have a watch. Drink! Girls! Should have locked focus. Yeah, that does help. But there are apps, Mandy, you can get even on your tablet where you can control aperture, focus, all that kind of stuff. Some really good YouTube videos on how to do it. If you've got a decent phone especially, there's a Black Magic app who do some fantastic stuff. Okay, now, all right. We'll see how you get on with the other camera when I come down for Conway. It's hot chocolate on the wheel. Well, choc and tea it is. That's near enough, isn't it? What have we got? Do you know what? Do we still have? Is it still on here? What do we reckon? Hey, it is. Who wants a hot chocolate? Do you believe in miracles? A bucket of hot chocolate. Didn't you have your phone plugged in? That's an absolute schoolboy error. Cool to know about the autofocus. You're driven crazy by yours. You can turn it off, autofocus. And also, if you've got a phone or a tablet that you're using, you can I think you can pretty much double tap or something like that, and it locks the autofocus. You'll recognise it because it's like a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a lock symbol, but it shows you. As soon as you're happy with it. Chat is stuck like the display. Oh, what? Why is this happening? Why? Why, Delilah? Why is it doing it? Why? Have we got another one? Where's my chat? We'll get rid of that one. Where was the other chat that I put in? Emergency chat, was it that one? No. Oh, I don't know where I've put it. It's got so much stuff on here, it's ridiculous. No. There's no limit. No, that's not available. Right. Should we Can we? Can we dig it? I'm doing this live, by the way, so many apologies for the inconvenience. He's only doing a browser. Pain in the arse, I know. No, that's no good. Nietsky. I don't know what's happening. I don't have a notion. No idea. You tell me. You tell me. We're signed in. Hang on, hang on. Where's me widget? Where's my widget? Go on, we'll try this one again then. Properties. Where else do you get excitement like this? Nowhere, obviously. No, it's not working. There's something weird. It is a lock, yeah. You have to play with it more. You learn photography on old-fashioned SLR. Autofocus is definitely another world. Fireworks are classic, worth watching. Look at the video tomorrow, see if there's anything worth showing. There could be. A lock-in. We do have a lock-in somewhere, don't we? In fact, we do have lock-in stuff. Toggle. What do you call me? Don't know what's happening there. I don't know what's happening there. Get Horace to give it a kick. I reckon this is down to the explosions. You've got a little video up of your fireworks, not the best. If it's there, though, isn't it? See folks in other chats indicate there's more weird malfunctions on YouTube lately. They've been doing more stuff as well, you know, YouTube. They've been sneaky again. They've added in things without telling us. They're upscaling videos and audio without asking us. So there's some people who deliberately, even in 2025, will make videos look old. They'll spend hour after hour after hour trying to make it look like it was from the 1980s. And then YouTube come along and fix it all so it looks brand new. They hate it. Knobheads. Barnesy, you spy. With your little eye. Top chat to all chatting back in. Yeah, man, it's no good. This chat does not come from YouTube. This is a combined chat from Botrix. There is no toggling. Man, you don't always comment on Shane's vids, but you watch them all and like them all. There you go. Same here as well. Oh, drink. Yeah, you can't toggle this because it's something different. Oh, a Jinxie Jungle Juice. Jinxie Jungle Juice. Dink dank do. There's something not right. There's just something not right. That's all it is. Would you not drink that yourself right now? I would drink that right now. I would drink that. Gremlin, absolutely. There's gremlins everywhere. They're a pain in the arse. Louise, you want a gin in it as well? Of course. Of course. We can do that. We can make it happen. In fact, you know what? We'll do you a gin right now. It just says tonic, but you know, you can have anything you want in it. Anything goes. Lovely stuff. It's very much a Del Boy drink, that. Apart from there's no alcohol in it, because Jackie doesn't drink either. Considering it's a pub, there's loads of us that don't drink here. It's bizarre. It's Mondo Bizarro, dude. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. Having a gin. Bit of mother's ruin. Give it 20 minutes. Louise will be sat on the bottom step of the stairs. Mascara running. Bottle of gin in the hand. Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, beer. Oh, do you know what? I wouldn't mind a beer right now. I'd drink a beer now. Non-alcoholic, obviously. A nice Baroni. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't you just? Wouldn't you just? Lovely stuff. Just here for the atmosphere. Oh, what an atmosphere. Just testing graphics. Sky's amazing. Bottom step of the stairs, absolutely. If films have taught me anything, it's women who drink gin are always at the bottom step of the stairs with the mascara running. Normally because of some devious man bastard as well. Which is fact. Fact. Completely fact. In fact. But I'm not drinking alcohol tonight. Instead, I'm drinking dolphin-friendly Earl Grey, almond milk, one sweetener, from a thermos. Hot or not? It's still hot. Sponsor me thermos, you bastards. All the sections of the Triple J have a liqueur equivalent, so it can be as alcoholic as you like. Yeah, anything goes here. Anything goes. Louise, you turned your lamp off earlier because it was too bright with your moon out. What? Sorry, with the moon out. Yeah, we've got a massive moon coming up, haven't we? It's like one of the closest moons to the Earth, 222,000 miles away. That's coming up. Is it a blood moon or a wolf moon or something? But it's going to be huge. And there's a trick that you can do if you want to film it or record it, which I think is put your camera at f11, the aperture. Close it down to f11. And then whatever your ISO is, if your ISO is at 1000, use 1,000th of a second shutter speed. There you go. And it makes it look fantastic. Full moon tonight, and it's the closest the moon gets to the Earth at the moment. It's raining, otherwise I'd be out there, but I might have a look later on. get the big camera out. Test that little thing and see if it works, that theory. Wish you knew what we were talking about. What I'm talking about, rather. It's all camera stuff, isn't it? All camera stuff. Every time I take a picture of the moon, when it looks massive, it looks like a tiny little dot. I want it to look better. Sister said that was 4 PM today, this afternoon at Rice. Beaver moon. 2 for the price of 1 there. 2 for the price of 1. It is, isn't it? Beaver moon. I knew it was something. You filthy beggar, you. Filthy beggar. Yeah, it is a super moon as well, but it's a nice beaver moon. What? Why is it called that? Is it something to do with beavers making dams whenever the full moon? Did he do it when there's a full moon? It must have an impact. Because the moon impacts tides and things, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Must do. Gotcha. Beaver moon is November's full moon name. And we do have a blue moon. There's a harvest moon at harvest time. Wolf moon. Loads of stuff. Blue moon. That's for Super Dan, isn't it? It's good for shining in the window. Depends on what you're looking for. Filthy beggar. You filthy beggar, you. Yes, the car park down by the front. Shining moons outside and inside the windows. Ali out, the car is there. It's there. It is back with me. And it is fantastic. I am delighted. I have it back. I was so delighted to slip into Miriam earlier on today. And take her to Tesco and back. A blue moon is where there are 2 full moons in a calendar month. Because it doesn't happen too often. Hence, once in a blue moon. Beaver, Las Vegas. Yay, indeed, yay. And if you were not here at the start, Jess has passed her driving test today. She rang me this morning, asked me if I had any advice. So I said to stay calm. Remember that what you've been taught, you're a good driver, and George Michael. And she rang me back afterwards and said, George Michael worked. Gotta have faith to. I did not let off the glitter bomb. I haven't been able to do anything. I am so exhausted today. Everything's hurting. I'm stiff from the waist down. Oh, I'm sorry. Absolutely exhausted. But happy. I didn't sleep well last night. It was like Christmas. It was the day before as well, because I thought I was getting my car back. But then it's probably worked out better because today's a really big day. I get my car back. Jess gets to drive her own car, which she did. She drove to my house as I was out. And as I was out, wandering round, every time I heard a car, I looked around to see if it was there, and it wasn't, because she'd already gone bloody past and parked up outside. Oh, hang on. We'll pin Sam now as well. We'll keep messing the pins round. Yeah. Go and sub to Sam's channel. We'll get it. We'll get a live streaming before you know it. Yeah. Horace was fuming. I did give Horace a hug. 52-year-old man, and I give Horace a hug. There's a woman over the road, and I'm sure it's her grandkids that she's got. She takes them out in the pram. Just takes them out for a bit of a wander round. She was looking over. What the fuck's up with him? And there I was hoovering the front of the car, and I got to the back and just grabbed him out quickly and gave him a hug. And put him back on the parcel shelf. Moaning bastard. Yeah. It was nice. It was lovely to see him. It was lovely to see my car back. It wasn't lovely to see the bill, but I genuinely think it was cheap at half the price. I am delighted to have found a very, very good mechanic, one who looks after me as well. So Ian and Caroline, thank you very much. I will not go anywhere else as long as I've got a Mercedes. Nothing new since last time. Yet, Sam, nothing new yet. Always clarify that with a yes, a yet. Nothing new as yet. But hey, watch this space. It is absolute freedom. I drove behind her as well. She was going back to her house and I was going to Tesco. So I ended up behind her. And it was like, oh, fucking... This feels weird. I cannot have a kid who drives. A kid with 4 tattoos who plays guitar and drives. It's bizarre. Fieri, how are you doing? I did leave him in there. Tomorrow, when I get up and take Jess to work, I'm not going to take her to work in the morning, am I? I'll put him in, I'll buckle him in. Although tomorrow is also Thursday, which means I'll be taking my dad to the pub, and there are people in the back, he'll be sat in the back. Where's your flag? Your flag doesn't move. That's Albania's place on the wardrobe. An actual real pub, yeah, in Formby, funnily enough. So I've got to drive from here, pick his mate up on the way, dropped him off at the pub. I come home, I'll wait for 2 hours and then drive back and pick them up and drop everyone off. I've been doing that for the last 30 years. So now that it's my turn, I don't drink anymore, so I don't need lifts. Typical, or typisch, as they say in Germany. Lucky your sister, husband builds Chevy race engines. What? You're trying to monetize your channel? Oh, good stuff, man. Do you know what? It's not bad at all. Streaming is really good for doing the hours. Is it the hours or the subs that you need at the moment, Fieri? Don't play DOMs or cards. No, I don't. I just come home. Because I used to be working, I would get all the way home, have a cup of tea, get in the car, drive them back to where I just got. Off the thing. Where's my thing? Water. We have water. There we go. Susan, how you doing? Shut up and get a smooch. How's life in Vegas? Which reminds me, I've got to send a parcel to Vegas. Now I've got my card of candy. It was the Popo. Whoop, whoop. That's the sign to the police. Now spit of water. The water in my joker ain't tastes like water. Huache. We have got huache. See, I'd drink this as well. This looks fantastic. I would have a bit of that. I want one of those trays as well. Can we get them made anywhere? That's the old water graphic, by the way. Mandy, I need to sort all this out. I've had a day off today. I could have done it today, but I've been absolutely exhausted. To the point of exhaustion. Can you be exhausted to the point of exhaustion? Days off are supposed to be days where you relax, aren't they? No, not me. Get my car back, get all the way there, forget your card, drive all the way back to the house. I say all the way back, it's 2 miles away. Pick your card up, go back, pay for your stuff, get in your car, forget how to drive, panic, drive back. I've tried to fit a full days into half a day. But it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Man, remind me tomorrow to sort that out, the water. I've got a list of stuff I need to do, but it's got to be done at a time when I can be asked. Don't you know your card number? I don't know the 16-digit card at the front, nor how to stick it into a card reader. Drinks on you. Just be careful, more careful when you're drinking them. I have my debit card with me rather than my credit card, and unfortunately, I don't have enough cash in my bank account to pay for the bill today. Well, I do, but not enough when stuff starts coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I just went back and got my card and paid for it that way. But it's done. It's paid for. It's done. It's working beautifully. It's driving fantastic. Can you drive when you're crying over the bill? Do you know what? I was expecting the bill to be twice as much as it was. Like I say early on, I spent £1,000. I bought stuff myself. I spent £1,000 on the parts to begin with. And then he found other stuff that needed doing. And all the labour he had to do. I was expecting a lot more than he actually charged me, so I was delighted. And he kept all the bits as well to show me. He's got a recycling bin with all the bits that go in there. And, oh my fucking God, man. The stuff that came off my car. When he said to me, see this, that little bit of surface rust there? Yeah. Turned it round, see, rust on the other side as well. That probably had about 6 months left and it would have broke on you while you were driving. Oh shit, oh shit. This was broke, this was seized, this was knackered. Do you want to take any of it with you? No. Bin it, mate, bin it. But it's all done. It is looking fantastic. It's had a covering of Lanagard or whatever it is. That's waterproof stuff, so it should be all right. I'm on you. Oh, very cheap. Hang on. We'll give you a Frankie for that one. Sounds like you. You've been Lanagarded. What? Yeah. So it's all been replaced underneath. All of it. Fresh. Underneath is gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Hopefully that's safe. It will keep me going for years. It'll probably outlive me. Which won't take long, obviously, but... yeah. I've got it back. I've got it back. But I've now got to make a concerted effort to get out of the house and record. Because I'm not going out of the morning. That's when I'm doing my best work. When I'm ranting in the car. How am I going to replace that? I can't just drive around the block, can I, for 10 minutes? Oh, you need good underpinnings. You're getting a Frankie for that as well. Oh, you can't beat some good underpinnings. Especially if the person doing the underpinning has cheekbones. Filthy beggars. Happy dance. It is a happy dance. Do you know what I haven't done yet? Genuinely. I haven't had a sing or a shout in the car. I love doing that. Like primal scream therapy. If I'm feeling a bit wound up, just start driving out into the middle of nowhere so nobody can see you. Scream a little bit. Susan, nobody's love you too. Be well. Love to the family. Love to the family. Let me know when Nicky's back in a fantastic band. A better fantastic band. Bastards. Oh, man. Still hot. So that's the main thing done so far. Well, the main thing done so far today is Jess passing the test. That is the main thing. If this would have fell apart in Ian's garage, I wouldn't have been asked as long as she passed her test. But she passed and it's back. That now means I can go and have me appointment on the 24th. 24th of November at the Brad Pittification Salon in Whiston. See how, I don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be the physio side of things, or is it going to be the actual, this is what we're going to do and we slice you open? I don't know. I don't know. But it'd be interesting to find out. She'll not forget the date. Absolutely not. The day after my mate's birthday, obviously. Obviously. Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason and plot. Yeah, it's one that sticks in the mind, isn't it? Best hope it's a good memory for her as well. I got married on my mum's birthday. That didn't go fucking well, did it? But on the plus side, we got Jess out of it. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, so she's a little bit worried. When she came here earlier on tonight, what time did she get here? 4:20-ish. So she drove during the day, and within the space of 20 minutes it was dark, and she was a little bit panicked. So don't worry, just take your time. Drive back, you'll be alright. It's like driving during the day, but it's night. She rang me when she got home. Oh, that was horrible, I couldn't get up to speed. Yes, I know. As I drove behind her, she turned left at the roundabout, I turned right. Before I could turn, some dickhead in an Audi come flying round and went straight up her arse. Brilliant, well done, mate. She hasn't got the green P stickers on the car, though I think she might need them. Just for a couple of weeks. So people know she's just recently passed. Although that doesn't really stop Audi drivers, does it? Feckin' Egypt. Do I know a comic called Clinton Baptiste? I'm getting the word. I do indeed. On the way to get my car, we drove past the house of the man who was the inspiration for that character. Derek Acora. Used to live just down the road from us. About 2 or 3 miles down the road here. Snape Green, the place is called. He'd get drunk in the local pub and tell everyone it was fake. And you know why? Because it's fake. They can make dickhead drivers worse. Exactly. I'm not saying every Audi driver is a dickhead, but every dickhead is an Audi driver. Just seems to be these days. I don't know what's happened. Is BMW drivers grown up slightly? I mean, I know they still don't use their indicators, but have they grown up slightly? Yeah, oh, you definitely know him, Clinton Baptiste. Yeah, right. Phoenix Nights was brilliant. That's on YouTube, isn't it? It's not on anywhere else. No streaming, not allowed. Bastards. He is funny, him now. I watched an interview with Neil Fitzmaurice, the fellow who played Ray Vaughan, who co-wrote it, The Scouser. And he was talking about Clinton Baptiste, where the character came from. Neil Fitzmaurice said he was over in Dubai and he was doing a couple of gigs for some fella out there who had this, not like a working man's club in Dubai obviously, but the sort of cabaret idea of the UK but in Dubai. So there'd be a comedian, magician, juggling act, all kinds of mad shit. And they had, that first night he was there, Derek Acora walked out and started giving it all that stuff and was telling people, you don't like what I'm telling you, I'm only telling the truth. And when he got back home, Neil Fitzmaurice said to Peter Kay, we have got to use this character in something. That's when they come up with, I'm getting the word. Brilliant. Is there a John in the audience? Remember the 5th of November, gunpowder treason and plot. Nick got his car, Jess was a star, her full driving licence was got. Oh, lovely stuff. Now, we need to do that in a West Country accent, don't we? Pam Ayres there. You done well there, Mandy, you have. You done well. You haven't embarrassed yourself, you haven't embarrassed the family, and you haven't embarrassed the entire school. There was no letdowns. Lovely stuff. But I love finding out things like that as well, where these characters came from. Because I remember watching Phoenix Nights, and I'm sure I'd seen Jerry Sinclair, who played, well, Dave Spikey, who played Jerry Sinclair, the compere. The compere without compare, Jerry Sinclair. I'm sure I'd seen it at the VMH in Garston years ago. I've seen him doing stand-up since, but I'm sure I'd seen him before. I was at the VMH one night on a Saturday night, which is the main cabaret night, as anyone knows, in Clubland. And the main act of the night was a paper tearer. Just got a load of Echoes, newspapers, Daily Echo, and was making them into like ladders and shit like that. And, oh look, it's a hat. I looked round at my uncle, who just sat there pissing himself laughing. What the fuck are we doing here? You should have seen what we had last week. This is way better than that. What? Paper tearer. Come and get your black bin bags. They're on offer till November. Rip with me and tear with me. Brilliant. That and the corned beef tune as well. Corned beef with chips or with salad. It's corned beef. Yeah. What a programme that is. People who watch it who are not from the north, or at least not from the Midlands northwards, will think it's a piss take. This can't possibly be real. I'm looking at, mate, this is like a documentary for me. I've watched so many nights like this. Maybe not with the girl with the ping pong balls. Wasn't he a phlebotomist? Dave Spikey, I think he was, wasn't he? He was a drac in the hospital. Phlebotomy, they've all got. No, it's not on the iPlayer. It was a Channel 4 programme, Mandy. It's not on Channel 4 either, because Peter Kay, Dave Spikey and Neil Fitzmaurice fell out. And Peter Kay's an absolute dick. So it doesn't look like he'll allow any of his shows written with them. Max and Paddy's not on there either, because they co-wrote that as well. Won't allow it to be shown. Knobheads. I have got it on DVD. In Fos. Physical discs. But that's no good when you want to stream something, is it? Max and Paddy's fantastic. Paddy has needs. Stunning, like a young Burt Reynolds. It should be on. Ridiculous. Doesn't matter if you've got a bit of a gripe with your mates. Just put it on TV so people can watch it. Rather than, I don't know, what's happening? Is it just because he doesn't want them to get any kind of money from it? So instead it's on YouTube, and other people who are pirating on YouTube are making cash from it? Stupid. Bell end. There was talk of a Phoenix Night. Oh no, was it a Phoenix Nights or a Max and Paddy film? I think it might have been the Phoenix Nights film. You never watched Max and Paddy? It is well worth watching, Mandy. Some very, very, very funny bits in it. Raymond the Bastard was brilliant. Cliff Richard the Cellmate, absolutely amazing. Can you catch, love? A couple of balls coming your way. It is brilliant. It's worth trying to find out if it's available. Max and Paddy's available somewhere. It's definitely worth trying. That's a lie, Louis. That's a lie. Is that a bald-faced lie? Are you sure about that? The bloody cheek, the bloody cheek. I reckon the phlebotomists secretly fancied me in the hospital. Either that or they were just selling me blood off bit by bit. If we only take 4 or 5 vials a day, you won't even notice. That's why I lost so much weight. The fat was still there, but there was no blood behind it. Sure, that's what it was. He'll sell the rights when his mum needs something. There's a lot of money to be made from it. And also, if they brought the film out, he'll want to write it himself, obviously, but it just won't be the same. Yeah, they are on YouTube. I've seen them on there, definitely. But yeah, have a look, see if you can find Max and Paddy on there. It's well worth watching, man. I reckon you'll like it. I reckon you'll like it. Oh. Feel like heaven, yeah. Bit of Fiction Factory. I love the Fiction Factory. Tune, man. Talking about walking videos. Someone else has been out for a walk recently, haven't they? Not mentioning any names, Christine Barnes. Not mentioning any names. Someone else has been out. Down by the Trent. How lovely does that look? That's your very own Trent River. Bloody beautiful. Bloody beautiful. Look at that. So, anybody who goes out for a walk, send pictures. We want to see them. Desperately. And also, that is Jess's car. Our boss is that. Who boss is that? Not heard that in ages. I've got a playlist, an 80s playlist on Spotify, where I've been adding songs that I like. Not cool songs, because I have a habit of doing that. I'm into loads of alternative 80s, but I've just started to put stuff on there that I like from the 80s. I think this might be on that playlist. You'd love to get a kayak in there. How do you send pics? The email is on the channel, but it's pmachannel@mail.com. Last time you went for a walk, I videoed it. By the way, Mandy knew I was videoing it. She knew I was there, okay? She knew I was there. I wasn't just stalking her or something. She wasn't going to the quick save for a jar of milk. Is that what people do these days? I haven't got a clue. No, that was the Desert Falls video. I'm looking for me camera. My other camera's over there. That was the last time you went. In Thedges. Yeah, but anyone, if you go for a walk, just let me see. It's nice seeing other people's areas. Do you not think? Oh, we have geese out there now. Geese going mad. Geese is the word. Is the word. Oh. Well, I did me walk. I went to Tesco. I have absolutely smashed the steps yet again. Which is also probably why I'm so bloody knackered. Cramp during the night, which is part of the reason why I woke up. Then I needed a pee, then I couldn't get back to sleep. Then I was all excited because it was Christmas Day. So hopefully a couple of easy days tomorrow and Friday. Then maybe Saturday go and find somewhere where I can go for a proper walk. Not too far, obviously. Parks are quite good for that, aren't they? Because you can park up next to them or in the car park and then go for a wander. If you start feeling knackered, slowly make your way back to the car. If not, keep on going and you're always close to your car. Lots of farmland around you, trees and hills. I love seeing that. Always love seeing that. And I always find as well, if you ask people to either take pictures or film the surrounding areas, it lets them look at things a bit, I don't know, fresh set of eyes. People take things for granted so much. And yet when you get them to actually point a camera at something, because people are interested, really, yes, people are really interested. They have a look and go, all right, actually it isn't that bad, is it? It isn't that bad. It's quite nice. Parks have benches too. They do. And also, the walk I did on, was it last Saturday? Where I walked into Kew Woods, or Kew Nature Trail, whatever it was. There's a bench there halfway round, and then there's benches on the way back to ours round the corner. So there's plenty of places to stop and have a sit-off. I said a sit-off. Yeah, parks are brilliant for that though. You can make your way slowly from one bench to another, to another, to another, to back to the car. I will also have to get to the beach at some point. I've not been to the beach in ages now. Far too long. But it's finding places like this. Because I'm so used to thinking along the lines of either being in the car or back before I had my car, when I was just getting a bus to the train into work. That was it. That was my only journey. Headphones on, head down, look at my phone or just look out the window. That was it. Whereas now, I like to get out there. Should have took my thermos. This thermos. Still hot. Sit off. Yeah, that's what we call it in Liverpool, Christine. Are we sitting off in yours tonight? Just sitting off, like, know what I mean? What you do last night? I just sat off in ours, lad. Went for a walk. Walked to the park. I walked to the park. Yeah, it was dark. Did you walk to the park in the dark? I did. Stop being a nag. And then you sit off on a bench halfway through. Was the park off Lark Lane? There's not a park off Lark Lane. There's a park by Park Road. Yes, we sit off. I sometimes forget that I'm the only Scouser here, but the only Scouser in the village. Obviously, I'm not. There's loads of us in Southport, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, thermos. Hit me up, thermos. I've got a wool sock manufacturer who's trying to get me to do I don't know what you call it. I don't know. It was a couple of shorts or something about their socks. I've got one working hand. How the fuck do I put socks on in a sexy way that look fantastic on camera? Can you? You've got two shorts when you was back on your way from work on your bike. Oh, lovely. A posh house, a place called Broadway. Anything like that. Wool socks. Merino wool socks. Merino wool socks. I should have sent something back, shouldn't I? Lad, I'm not having anything wool, lad. You're a fucking wool, lad. It's one of the worst insults you can have, isn't it? Wool. And straight away, as soon as you mention Tom from the Wirral, wool comes out. Socks appeal. They give a man socks appeal. Anyway, from Steve, not today, but Norwich are playing on TV, I think. You might be watching that. Cotswold stone houses. Oh man, I love stuff like that. Steve was good for doing stuff like that, isn't he? In fact, do you know what? Now that you mentioned that, we do have some Steve-O action, which I should have shown on Sunday, but I completely forgot to make it into something because I'm a completely and utterly melty-brained, melty-faced dickbag. So everyone, you know the words. Let's get singing.
Hi guys, just a quick one, just a little catch up, little porch, big porch, just a repoint. I've been doing the flint work on the old skull, replacing bricks and having a nice little repoint. This side's to be done yet. This used to be the kitchen on the skull. You can see where I just made a little start this morning, repointing it after all the wind and rain. Alright, see you later, bye.
There you go. I should have done it for Sunday. I didn't. So many apologies for the inconvenience. He's watching fighter jets. Stib Bonio. Whoa. Great work and some ruby pics. Our rubes. Fantastic work. I love stuff like that. Like I say, I walk around all the time and I see the same things day in, day out. It's lovely where I live. There's some amazing places, but at the same time, they are the same places. When someone else sends something, it's like, this is boss. Just seeing a little of what they see. You know what I'm saying? Although I've got another walk video tonight I need to put together. So, we'll see how that goes. But I need to sit down with a map and work out some other walks that I can do. Things that are not too far away. Walkable. Not too far away from the car. And then get out the house of a weekend and go places. Nearby places. I should go to Martin Mere really, shouldn't I? See all the birds. All the wildfowl. Especially this time of the year. Lots of them are heading south. You can hear them all the time. The geese, how loud are geese? We did a car rant in Tesco car park. We have not had one of them in absolutely ages. And I've been watching a video tonight of all the gear. Two really funny lads. They bought a very small van ages ago and have decided they turned it into a camper for one thing, something else for another thing. They're turning it into a pub at the moment. A little mini, like a K-van, being turned into a pub. Carpet on the floor in the back. A bar in there. I am so jealous. I want this van when they finish with it. That'd be perfect. Just rock up somewhere. Live stream. How boss would that be? And especially the way they've got it. The seats are in the front, obviously. And then from there, as you face backwards, the bar is here. And you can sit in the little bit between the seats and the bar. You could put a camera there. And then wherever you go to, open the back doors and just have a beautiful vista as you work behind the bar. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on kabaddi. And you think geese are more noisy when the V isn't right. You filthy beggar, Mandy, you filthy beggar. I thought the V was always right. The front seats do not swivel because it's a really old van. A little tiny thing. You have a mini camper. I would love one, but Dwayne Eddy's, man. If Thermos would like to sponsor the channel, maybe I can get a mini camper. There's another fella I watch as well, Thomas Heaton, who's a landscape photographer, who's just bought a very expensive van and done it out himself, and has done an amazing job. It looks incredible. I would love something like that. But then the whole of the UK seems to be getting arsey about it. You can't park there. You can't sleep overnight in car parks. Can't sleep in your car. And yet, like motorway service stations, you can't sleep in your car. Well, why have you got big signs? Are you feeling tired? Pull off into the services and sleep till you feel safe. Does that mean that they're breaking the law? Or am I not breaking the law and you're just being arsey about it? And I don't know, does the blue badge make any difference whatsoever? I don't know if it does. It might do. Hang on. What the fuck's going on over there? Something mad going over on Twitch with the 6,000 people over there. There's not 6,000 people on Twitch. Make a Thermos short, send it to Thermos. Would they be interested? They're an American company, aren't they? Would they be interested in working with some melty-faced English dude? Can't have no fun no more. It's money, that's all it is. Just about money. The more they can squeeze out of people, the better. Rock Shandy. Thought I'd frozen. Come on, Mandy, let it go. Lovely stuff. Your dad used to have a Bedford van when you were little. Put carpet in the back and bolted 2 car seats in for you and your brother, no seatbelts. And hired in the front seat. Oh, holy shite. That's an episode of Casualty starting right there, isn't it? Actually, I'd love one of them. I'd even love a Bedford Rascal. Me and my mate, who's a massive army bodybuilder dude. 2 of us in a van. A Bedford Rascal going from Southport to wherever the army place is on Thingy Downs in fucking Thingy, the West Country. Or wherever it was, all the way down there, M25, everything, and then drove back. Ridiculous. Yours as well, cool vans they are, aren't they? Salisbury Plain, that's what I was thinking of. Something down, for fuck's sake. Big Bad Aegis. Bet you can get a tray engraved. You can. You could even, Mandy, not just a 3D printer, you can buy an engraver. Laser engravers. You can get them cheap off Temu. Who in the right mind wants to buy a cheap laser engraver off Temu? Fucking house would burn down within seconds. Plus, you know what I'd be doing with it. Doing Mr. Bond. Do you expect me to talk? No, I expect you to die, all that kind of stuff. Go and buy like an action man or something. Laser through his Albert. He used to lie on the floor and play cards while he was driving. That to me sounds like a proper youth. Absolutely. You learn stuff from doing that, don't you? Not just how to play cards. That makes you grow up. Maybe not tray with the bare head handles. Yeah. Bare head handles. I don't know. You could make them, couldn't you? I'm sure you could make them. So you two checked out the Jeff t-shirt. I do have a Jeff t-shirt myself. Obviously, I don't wear it as well as he does. Jeff's Jeff. Jeff loves the attention. No health and safety. They were the days, but to be fair, more people died back then because there was no health and safety. Well, at least nowadays we're making it to a fairly healthy old age, or at least we were anyway. Before austerity came in, like. Filthy beggar. Yeah, I don't fill a t-shirt like Jeff does. Obviously. I haven't got the muscles. The rippling blue muscles. Although if my circulation gets any worse, I might have the blue colour. I won't though, because I've been using a vibrator. I have a thing which vibrates and heats up. That goes over the shoulder. And also, I can put it in my hand. That fucking thing. Or up and down the muscles. I've been using that a lot recently. Look at that man that went up chimneys on ladders, yeah. Fred Dibner, absolute lunatic. There's one particular video where he's going up and the ladder is just never ending until he gets to a bit that sticks out, and then the ladder goes in that direction and he's hanging upside down from it. Knocks me sick just watching it. Absolute lunatic, but fantastic. Sam. Oh, no, we are talking about Jeff again, obviously. Comes off on the sheets. Louise says, comes off on the sheets. Does he? Does he? Oh, do you mean the t-shirt? Wouldn't we all want a little bit of Jeff to... No, let's not go there. Always. Am I going to ask the surgeon for the cheekbones? I do have the cheekbones. They're just covered in old man, unfortunately. The surgeon is doing the cheekbone. Or is doing that cheek anyway. Is liposuctioning me. To pull a little bit of fat from somewhere. There's a fair bit for him to take. Build this up. And a bit on the cheek. To make it more like that one. I suppose more pudgy. Jeff with the sharp cheekbones and pointy ears. And the smouldering good looks. Yeah, it's when he's sitting on a bit of wood singing about it with a fag in his mouth. It's just ridiculous, Fred Dibner, but a real man of the people. I can get the blue colour. It does get cold up here. I'm taking a pic of Jeff with me. Whichever your favourite pic of Jeff was on Sunday, I'm taking it. Can you make me look like that? At which point I will walk out of there looking like this, but blue, obviously. Well, we can try. We can make you look like that. We'll get your face tattooed. There you go. Too late for me. Too late. Or maybe it isn't. Who knows? How could I ever look like Jeff? How could I ever compete with Jeff? Oh my God. His eyes are like chipped ice. Can you make me look like that? Wouldn't know where to start, lad. Wouldn't know where to start. Thought you were the expert. I am. Wouldn't know where to start. I'm worried about this facelift. What happens if the one underneath's even more ugly than this fucking one here? Know what I mean? I will be blue afterwards. It'll be bruising. I am going to order, genuinely going to order, a pair of those massive Sophia Loren glasses as well. Another fucking huge sunglasses. Like welder's glasses. The ones that 1970s film star women used to wear when the husband would give them a punch. He's a good man. He didn't mean to punch me in the face 26 times. Those ones. Turn the light off. Oh, Christine, the amount of times I've heard that from women. That hurts, that hurts. The name's Jeff. Doesn't work, does it? Ah well. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Yeah, I am going to be sore, aren't I, afterwards? And blue. Do I wear sunglasses afterwards, or do I just embrace it? No, not in the same league, am I? He's Champions League. I'm Sunday League. No es bueno. No es bueno. Oh, for the cheekbones of a Jeff. Jeff's clean shaven too. Not everywhere. Not always. Sometimes it's a bit of stubble. But, Mandy, you're forgetting as well. Part of this is to cover up the face that I've got. If the face that I end up getting is much nicer than this one, it might come off more often. Got to have something to hide behind, haven't I? Plus, if I take this off, it actually looks blue, so you can see where the Jeff comes through. Not that I'm Jeff. It's not working. It's not working. I haven't got the look either, have I? He has that look where he stops, takes a step back, then looks again, and then pierces your soul. I can't do that. Jeff's got it off to a T though. It's like blue steel, only 100 times stronger. And it even looks as though he's going to turn away before looking back and going, your soul is mine. See, it doesn't work. Anyone out there, bit of blue steel? Couldn't resist. I know you couldn't bloody resist. Kick a man while he's down. BRB, no worries. Big Russian babe, is that? I don't know. Sure, I don't know. Yeah. So what do I need to do? Car's been cleaned. Oh, hang on. What do you want?
Hello?
What do you want? I'm screaming, you dickhead.
Oh, sorry. I'm
What?
just really annoyed.
Why are you really annoyed, apart from the obvious?
Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Basically, the required wine,
Yeah.
as you know, you don't. And I don't want to drive the car. So I'm walked. There was also a drive to Tesco. I just I could walk in 5 minutes. Anyway, I got basically all the way to Tesco. Realised I don't have any form of ID.
You big fucking idiot.
Yeah, so I walked back, got the passport, walked all the way back to Tesco, got the wine. The guy was very sceptical of me, and he didn't ID me. So I wasted the time walking back to the bloody house to get the passport. Because I knew I never not get ID in Tesco. That's why I went to the actual guy to go to the checkout, the self-checkout, because I was waiting for him to approve me. So I went straight to him and put the wine down, thinking, and he looked at me very skeptically. And I'm like, he's going to ask me. I started going red, maybe it's the water, I was in a hot place, but
Could be that.
he didn't ID me.
Just, do you know what? If that's the worst thing that's going to happen to you today, be thankful.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'm not 19.
Right, when you
Like,
bought,
I didn't even know how to, no, like, I look about 16, I think.
yeah,
I've got no tattoos on, and he didn't ID me.
what's this world coming to?
I don't know.
Not old, 19. Fuck's sake, Jess.
Yeah, the big ID though, not to be old. So I'm 25, mate.
By the way, everyone's
I look 25.
saying congratulations. Oh yeah, challenge 25. That must mean you look really old. And yet, what did Ellie say about me? She thought I was 40.
Well, she said 40, and then I said, do you think he's 40? And she went, well, it's 30 something. And I went, no, he's 50, sis. And she went, bloody hell, he looks good for his age, then.
He looks good for his age. He looks good for his age.
She was talking about her granddad, and I said about he was half an hour we'd had been 40, and Gran had been 70, and I was like, my dad's not 40.
Yes, people are now laughing at the fact that they think, oh, she thought I was 40. Not a chance.
No, you don't look 40, you look about 65.
Yeah.
Jokes, love you.
Yeah, I look about 65 according to Jess. Anyway, you're boring me now, piss off.
Right, whatever.
Get home, your ma's got cake.
My mum got here. She's got wine, actually.
She has now, yeah, thankfully. Thanks to you and your passport.
Well, that was my
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, does your phone do this? I love my daughter. Your poem wasn't there. It's somewhere, isn't it? I can't find it. Can't find it, man. Otherwise I would have done. Yes, she's passed the test, but also there's a light on the dashboard on a car, a check engine light, and I would rather get that checked out, because normally if that comes on, you need to get it checked out by the mechanic, and I want to get it sorted rather than her driving around like an aegis. So she walked to get wine for her mum from the little Tesco, forgot she hasn't got a driving licence anymore, she had to hand that in. Now she's waiting for the other one to come back. So she went back home, went to get a passport. When she went back in, she never even got tested. Checked for her age. Hello, Dave. Now Jeff's been watching the League of Gentlemen. Lovely stuff. Check engine light, and now the yellow engine of doom. So it's got to be sorted out. Got to go in, get checked. Just it's nothing with those, is it? Nothing's ever easy. Luckily, she's not working tomorrow, so. Oh, actually, now it's a pain she's not working tomorrow, because I could have took it in the morning, couldn't I? Instead, I'll just have to have another lie-in. Oh, definitely not a light to ignore, no. Ignore the red lights if you so wish. Not the yellow ones, the yellow warning ones. No es bueno, man. I'm waiting for a volley of abuse to come through on text now. No, nothing. Oh, yeah. Jess, I'm streaming. Oh, yeah. And by the way, this and by the way, that. Oh, and she said, yeah. Flat tyre. Flat tyre is not far off. But she needs to get out and drive it. She's got a diesel as well. Little diesel Fiat 500. And it needs to be driven. Desperately. Oil or water? No. It's an engine light. The oil or water's all right. You can deal with them. Top up. Whereas engine light, go and see a mechanic. Tomorrow at some point, I'll get the OBD reader off me dad. Take it round to hers, plug it into the car, see what it says. And if it's anything really dodgy, I'll book it in myself. I'll book it in. So now she thought, I've already got a car, I've passed my test, I've got my insurance, everything's fine. No. That is just a start. You will need fuel, you'll need tyres, brakes will need changing on a regular basis. I showed her my bill earlier on for my car. What? Yes. That's why I'm selling you on the dark web, Jess. I'm only joking. I wouldn't sell her on the dark web. I wouldn't get anything for her. Hey, it's back. Yeah, just when you think you've got things lined up, there's always something there is. But adversity makes us stronger. So if you think things are going bad, how do you get through it? Like with her mum, because she passed the test, the mum phoned her or texted her earlier on. Now that you're driving, you can go to Tesco for me and get me a bottle of wine for later. So because she didn't want to drive, because the car's got the engine light on, she decided to walk. Not the one by us, not big fat Tesco, just a little Tesco by hers. And then she walked back home, walked back to Tesco, then walked back home. Sorted it. She'll have no money now, it'll all be on the car. No, she'll be all right. I'm sure she'll be all right. Dad, well, what do you need? Dad. And she does work. She barely spends any of her money. Not like one of those kids who works 5 days a week and then spends 2 days in the pub. Something like that. She's sound that way. Don't sell her. Think of the kidney stitch. No, yeah, but make good money out of her on the dark web. Blue eyes, blonde hair sometimes. Make good money. 4 days aerobic exercise session. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's also good because she needs diesel. She needs to pick that up. She needs to do something else as well. And it's all stuff she's never done before. So somebody will be able to go with her and show her what to do. And it sounds stupid, doesn't it? Show her how to get fuel. Yeah, well, unless somebody shows you how to do it, you don't know how to do it at all. Normally, kids are sat in the car, aren't they? While you're filling the car up, they're sat inside it on the phone like that. They don't even see what you do. Just they hear the door opening and you get out, and then 5 minutes later the door opens, you get back in. That's it. Have you fueled up? Yeah, nice one. So I've got to show her how to do that. Show her how to take her car to the mechanic. How to ring someone up and ask for, how do I do that? What, you ring them up and say there's a problem with the car? How? I've just fucking told you. Ring them up and say there's a problem with the car. What happens if they ask what it is? Just tell them that you're not a mechanic. There's a light on the dashboard, a check engine management light, and that it needs looking at. But what happens? Just fucking ring them and tell them. Don't mix the fuel up. I've warned her about that one as well. Do not get them mixed up. Although a diesel car with petrol in is not as bad as a petrol car with diesel in, is it? Or is it the other way around? Learning with someone is always better. Absolutely. If someone is there to show you how to do something, no matter how stupid it sounds, once you're shown how to do it, I'll know. I was always like that. Don't just tell me how to do something. Just show me once. Or maybe show me twice. Then leave me alone, I'll do it. Air in the tyres always scared you. That's another one. Unless people show you how to use the machines, or if you're using a pump at home, a foot pump like we used to do in the good old days. How do you get started? Someone's got to show you. These are all the little lessons she needs to learn. Once a month, do this. Once a month, do that. Once a week, check this. Once a week, check that. Once your fuel gets down to X, put a bit more in. All that kind of stuff. No. What do you know about your car so far? I know how to play the tunes off my phone onto the radio. She doesn't even talk like that. You're always like that, fast learner. I'm pretty fast as well when it comes to stuff like that, but I do tend to, well, at the moment I need to be shown about 20 times, but if I get shown something 2 or 3 times, I'm pretty good at then just getting on with it. Work-wise, show me again, show me one more time, right now leave me alone and I will do more than anyone else. But, jeez man, this latest task that I'm doing and the stroke just means that I can't take things in. It's ridiculous. Remember like we showed you last week? I can't remember yesterday. Never mind last week. Why? What's wrong with you? Fucking brain exploded, you dickhead. I'll be talking to someone I've known for 30 years, who I've seen on a daily basis, and I can't remember the name. 5 minutes later it comes back to me, but I couldn't remember your name there for a second. Oh, it's gone again. Ali's back again. How's the weather here? The weather's been lovely. It's about 16 degrees Celsius. Let's have a look. What is it now? Really warm. 13 feels like 12, it says. I'm not sure about that. It feels warmer than that now. It has been raining now because there's drops of rain on the car. After I just had it cleaned as well. Bastard. You like that? The man you work for, say you work for 3 men. Being busy, not listening to your head. Yeah, I find some people are very similar to that. Just get on with things. get shown how to do something, get on with it. And you know you can trust them. Others you have to nursemaid them all the way through everything. Or you'll sit with them for an hour and they're doing great. They're brilliant. You finally got through it. You've cracked it. You've cracked the code. Come on, get on with it. And you turn your back and then look around and they've disappeared again. Where's fucking such and such gone? Oh, I didn't know what I was doing, so I went to ask him over there. Why are you asking him if I'm stood here? Oh, I forgot. Fucking hell. 14C there. Bit mild and damp over in Ireland. Mild and damp. That's a summer's day, isn't it? The jeopardy of running on fumes, scanning the horizon for a garage. For a garage. Surely that's an unmissable part of the driving experience. That's come back though, hasn't it? That has come back with electric cars, range, stress and worry. 79 Fahrenheit there, which is... no idea, I can't remember. 20 something, is it? Do you double it and add 30? Ish. 24, 25-ish. Ish. Yes, no, man, you know it isn't. Depends on where you are, though. For me, it wouldn't be a problem at all, would it? At Coast in Southport, if you are trying to drive somewhere from Mount Pendle, you would be shitting it if the needle was on empty. It's very, very warm for November. I went out today for the first time, and I couldn't believe how warm it was. Bizarre. When I went to the garage, Caroline was in the office. Obviously, the front big, huge doors are open to the garage. She had the door of the office open because it was warmer outside than it was inside. Letting warm air blow in. Terrible. No brakes, just flat out. People can't keep up. You've got to be careful with that, though. I've seen trouble in our work for people doing that, just getting on with it. Whoa, slow down. Not everyone can work as quick as you can. You're making us look stupid. It's your fault. No. Google tells you to be 26.1. I was close, though, wasn't I, saying 24, 25? Very warm for November. Definitely think it's going to start getting cold from the end of next week. It does look that way, doesn't it? No vests yet. Yeah, filthy beggar. Wandering around with no vest on. You catch your death, Christine. You catch your death. The weather's coming from the south. That's why it's warm, of course. So we are getting Saharan weather, which normally when the weather comes from the south, it comes from Sahara, doesn't it? From desert, so it gets full of sand and stuff. You're hoping for snow. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind a bit of snow this year. Just 1 week. 1 week of snow. Just to get loads of nice pictures. And then it can melt and piss off. Cammy Sowles, what do you call me? Oh, are they slinky vests, aren't they? Nice vests. The kind of vests that 70s supermodels used to wear. Camouflage. Not string vests. No string vests. Women can't really wear string vests though, can they? Especially not when it's cold. What the hell? My throat's gone knackered tonight. Slinky. It is a slinky. A camisole is a slinky vest. If you look in the dictionary, it will say next to camisole slinky vest, and it will also do that as it says it. Camisole was slinky vest. Slinky vest. True story. Yeah, isn't it? Are they still made out of silky materials? Or can you get them in anything nowadays? Are they the ones that go in the set with the cabinet? It will still it'll feel more Christmas if we do get snow. But will it though? Will it really? We're dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm 52. I can remember at best 1 or maybe 2 white Christmases. Christmas is not white. in the UK. It's normally raining. It's too warm at Christmas. You might get snow in January and February. You certainly don't get it in piss in December. Slinky Winky. A way better Slinky Winky lingerie. Ah, you see, that's why I don't know. Lingerie, that's a thing of my past. Not because, no, I didn't wear it myself, obviously. Do women still have that bizarre obsession with wearing fellas' boxer shorts as well? Or was that just my ex? Couldn't find myself, just nicked a pair of your boxies. Fuck's sake. And yet if I put one of their thongs on, I'm the one who's got a problem. Do you know what I mean? Bit of Rabsy. Aye. Raspberry Nisbet. Nope. Definitely not. Just there then. Ah, well, no wonder. Similar. What snow you might get in your area is January and early February. It's never December. Unless you live in the Arctic or somewhere. It's just... It doesn't happen. It's too warm. Too warm, too wet. I think someone doth protest too much. No. Just, there's no silk underwear in my life. Because if there was, I would have serious problems. I am not married. I am not Peter Stringfellow. Therefore, no silk underwear is needed. You grew up with snowy holidays. Where'd you go for your snowy holidays? There are places where it snows every Christmas without fail. Not even far away from here. What is it, about an hour's flight to Oslo and places like that? Oslo, Stockholm. Iceland's only up the road. Not the supermarket, the actual country. Truth coming out now. Truth coming out now. Oh, ding dang do. Nah. As if there's ever any truth coming out of my mouth. Never. Sorry, I speak all the truth. Jeff's the one who lies. Lies with his eyes, but they are like chip teeth. They are like chip teeth. Yeah, can you have the US definition for holidays? You're confused by how you use the word over there. It does seem to cover a bit, doesn't it? In Michigan, you got decent snows in December. Could fall any time from November through early March. New York's a bit like that as well, isn't it? Yeah, New York. Chicago. Well, there's a few places where it just looks as though Christmassy onwards. I always, whenever I see New York, Christmassy New York films, just seems to be slush rather than snow though. Which is really good. That makes me feel cold watching it. Isn't that supposed to be how these films work? Like stir crazy. When you see them going from the snowy, horrible weather of New York to suddenly heading way out west where it's all warm and just perfect. Perfect. Does sound nice, doesn't it? I like that. I do like a bit of snow. I mean, what we are now, we're in November and there's snow in Scotland. Scotland's always got snow. And it's not a massive country that we've got. John O'Groats to Land's End's not that long. It's not a huge distance. But John O'Groats can be absolutely Baltic, freezing, polar bears wandering around. Land's End has got palm trees. It's mad. You often use holidays rather than designate any specific winter observances. Like, yeah, so holidays just seems to cover if it's going to be. Is it anyone who's off work because of Christmas or I don't know, Thanksgiving, holidays? Any for those holidays or vacations and stuff. Ask Vic how cold New York gets. She's not a fan. Yeah, I know she ended up in Vegas because she doesn't like the cold or clouds. Doesn't like bloody clouds. A girl who grew up in pissing Wales doesn't like clouds. I can understand that she's had enough of them in her life, but how can you not like clouds? How can you not like a bit of cold weather? I reckon she's lying, you know. I'm going to call her out on this. Vic, if you're watching, you're lying. You sit there in the sunshine all day long and part of you just is aching to walk on the beach at Rill, freezing cold, wind, rain coming in sideways, sand coming off your legs and you're wearing holes through your jeans. That's the horrible, horrible, horrible weather. You love it. I'm convinced you love it. I know I do. Yeah. Sorry, Vic. Especially working for what should be a secular state. One should never prioritise one holy day over any one culture over it. Yeah, absolutely. Holidays covers a lot, doesn't it? Is it just the Christmas period or from Thanksgiving to New Year? So does it cover specific? In general, would it cover a specific time? Is it the holiday period, Thanksgiving through to New Year's Day-ish? Now mentioning winter solstice is safe as it's a scientific designation. Yeah, absolutely no getting around that, is there? Holidays are coming, holidays are coming. That pisses me off actually, holidays are coming. No, they're not. My holidays normally in July, mate. This is December. It's been that long since I've had a holiday. So I can't even speak. What's wrong with you? I know what's wrong with you. You've had a stroke and you're tired. I've not had a holiday in such a long time. I don't even know if I can go. Can I get on a plane? Am I allowed to get on a plane? Do I need to be checked over before I get on a plane? What do I need to do? Should have opened a tab. Your money's no good in here, Louise. Oh, you mean, yeah, a tab. So many Christmas ads. Isn't it horrible? Horrible. It's only just bonfire night. Can we not get this out the way before we start with the Christmas? Not like it's been for the last 2 weeks, hasn't it? It's what you do. 1st of January on a beach always. I have not done that yet. I might on New Year's Day go to Ainsdale Beach and just have a wander. What am I getting for Christmas? I will be getting fuck all. Fuck all. I repeat, fuck all. Jess will get me some bits and pieces, but we don't buy each other presents anymore. Me, my mum and my dad. Nephew's 24. Niece is 21. Everyone's got what you need. If anyone wants anything, you just go and buy it. So it'll be buying something and paying for something for no reason whatsoever, and then just having loads of wrapping paper and cardboard and shite. So, no. We've got everything we need. All I'm interested in is a card off Jess and a hug. That's all I really want. She always gets something else as well. But it's normally Nivea face creams or what's L'Oreal for men and stuff like that. Cheeky little bastard. Considering a mate thought I was 40. Mind you, to be fair, a mate's normally only getting the back of the car so they can see me from the back and I'm normally wearing a baseball cap or something. Doesn't half look young, him, doesn't he? No. Not if you're round this side, he doesn't. Let's have a whip round. Is that to have me roundly whipped? Oh, sorry, kinky devil. There's a house where you live with the Christmas tree up. There are houses round here that have already got the deckies up. When you see the Coke ads, you know it's Christmas. Yeah, I hate that. I hate Coca-Cola in general anyway, they're evil. But also that truck comes to Liverpool 1. Everyone goes mad about it. Lad, it's the Coke truck. Mate, the Coke truck that you want is normally round there somewhere else. Someone in Aston Martin who's never had a day's job in his life. Bar humbug. Bar humbug. Your social media postings were mostly day, week, month observations that can be referenced and utilised for any health, well-being and social good topic. Oh, lovely stuff. It's the way it should be. Every year, on the 1st, beach, cold and windy, but people everywhere. I'm going to do that this year. Force me to do that this year, remind me. Isn't that a great, that's a brilliant, a fantastic idea, Shane. What a great way to start the year. Start there, wide open spaces, not hemmed in. Most people are in the house, aren't they? Sick of the sight of each other because they've been off work for 3 days. Eating shite. Watching the same rubbish that was on television last year. No, go and stand on a beach. Take in a deep breath of air. Just, oh my son. Let's attack the following year. Brilliant, I'm going to do that. Saying that, I'll probably have an asthmatic fit and fall over, but you know, fair play, fair play. Really, in the US, once the far right pretended happy holidays was a war on Christmas, it's a mess. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Isn't it stupid? This is a Christian country. It isn't, mate. It isn't. If it was, and you truly followed the meaning of Christ, you wouldn't be the way you are. Always gets me conservative Christians. You can't be a conservative Christian. It's two completely different viewpoints. Socialism is wrong, really. How about the loaves and fishes then? How about all the Bible references to camel to get through the eye of a needle rather than the rich man into the kingdom of heaven, or getting the moneylenders out of the temple, all that kind of stuff. Treating people right? No, not that bit, no. Oh, the bit about abortions, that's the one you like, isn't it? Feckin' Egypt. Feckin' Egypt. Coming over here. Causing kerfuffles. Still hot. That's the tea, not Jeff, obviously. As a family, you'd always go on the 1st. It's great. Last year it was so sunny. I'm looking forward to that. Never thought of doing it. Despite the fact that I live at the seaside. Beach, one beach 2 miles away. Another beach 2.5 miles away. Another one 5 miles away. Well, there's beach all the way from there down to Liverpool. Beach everywhere. Never been. Maybe I should go on Christmas Day as well. How about that? Go to Ainsdale Beach on Christmas Day. Go on New Year's Day. Go on my birthday. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? The nice triumvirate trifecta. Try anything once. Beach here, beach there. Beach every fucking where. Na. Oh, you missed your picnic. Should we go and have a picnic? Did you miss your pick? Should we show your pick again? We'll show you pick again. There you go. How lovely is that? Trent. Ah. Beautiful. Oh, was that not a pic you were thinking of? Yeah, we need more beach action. We needed more beach stuff while there was a storm going on. Definitely, next time there's a storm going on, I will be going there. I'll be going to the beach. I'll be taking a good camera with me. I will take an ND filter on it, or a lens cap filter, so that it can be smashed to bits by sand and we don't care. We'll get some good photos down there. Oh. It is a great pic, isn't it? Lovely. You'll be down there every day. I reckon if you live somewhere that's as nice as that, and we most of us probably do, enjoy it. Don't just take it for granted. Don't drive past it. Don't sit there on your phone as you go past the waterfalls to end all waterfalls, you know what I mean? You hear Trent and you think Rolls Royce. The engine's definitely, isn't it? Rolls Royce. The unfortunate problem is I think of those two and I also think of air crash investigation. Definitely. You hear Trent, you think Terence. Not anymore. He's changed his name, hasn't he? Nintendo Sindaya or something like that he's called now. I don't fucking know. Morning, Jackie. I think our Jackie will be back with us soon. She seems to be getting more and more like her old self. How's things, Dono? How are you? How's life clinging to the edge of Europe? Has it been a bit mock and mindy there? Bit windy? Bit sideways? The wind's come back, hasn't it? Have we got another storm approaching? Or is it just the end of the last storm that we had? Oh, yeah, hang on. Do another pinnage. Do another pinnage. See if we can pin everyone tonight. That's Donald's channel. Give him a watch. See if our mole's there. You'll have to send one of the castle. Oh, good stuff, man. Definitely. The more stuff you can send in, the better. We like seeing things on this channel. We like seeing other people's lives. What's on your doorstep? Or with Steve, when he's done a job, show us the job, and he'll show us a little bit of not the hills, obviously, where he is, but, you know, looking out over the rolling fells. Bloody noise. Louise tried to send one once, and all you could see was just cloud, because she's above the cloud, obviously, of 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. You live right on the River Avon. That's why you kayak a lot. About 300 yards from the river. Yeah, if you're that close, you would have to, wouldn't you? No getting away from it. It's fairly foggy here most of the day. Not cold though, is it? By any stretch of the imagination, not cold. Bit windy again though, I can hear it now, it's getting better out there. Better, worse. Depends on what you like. I don't mind it, I don't mind the wind. Although, what was it yesterday? The rain walk that I did. I managed to get halfway round and then the rain started coming down. Not heavy, just enough for me to worry about my camera. And I can't, well, I could have took me action cam, but I wanted to use a proper camera. And I think only really the Olympus, whatever they call them these days, OM system cameras are the only ones that are properly weather sealed, which is shite. You've got an old Abbey on your channel by drone. Lovely stuff. There's not much of that I can get where we are. Can't really do much down by the front because of all the dogging, obviously. No, it's a area of specific scientific interest or specialist scientific interest, which means you can't have drones by the beach or by the dunes. Loads of animals that are only found round here, apparently. You can't really put drones up in Wales, can you, unless you ask him for permission in advance. Just mad. We're getting stopped from doing everything. Ridiculous. Sure, all grand here, so it is. It is. We're in November. We haven't really had a proper cold day yet, have we? We've had some chilly days, but not one where it takes your breath away. And we've had storms, and it's still not been that bad. Really, when you've been raking leaves up all day, already, it's done your back in, and you're on the floor now, lying down. Fucking hell, man. Needed to be done, man. Needs to be done. Hopefully after a good night's kip you'll be alright tomorrow. It's a bit of a thankless task though, isn't it, at the moment? I walked past the houses down there. There's a row of new build houses, and right opposite them, there's just a shitload of trees, and all the leaves are coming off. And there was a fella with what looks like his mum out there. He had the leaf blower. She had a broom, and there was a bin bag or something. He was just blowing stuff from one place to another, making them into a pile, and then one gust would come along and they'd be everywhere again. Pointless, lad. Just pointless. All it takes is one breath of wind, even after all the leaves have been taken away, and whatever's left on the tree will come down as well. Just leave them where they are. A couple of weeks' time, it'll be completely bald. Well, you can fly drones because you can fly about 6 miles away. Bloody hell. That's something that's on my radar. Yeah. At some point in the future, not until I can use both hands, but I would like a better drone. A proper one. Proper one. Fog didn't show up well on camera. Oh, hang on. You can see it though, can't you? I mean, it is proper foggy. That definitely showed up, definitely. Better for wildlife for gardens to be left messy. Things can hide under leaves. Although I suppose the people around there would say, we're not leaving it because it's the front. People have to walk on it and they'll end up falling over. But just give it a few days. Let nature blow as much of it away as possible, then come out and sort it. At the moment, the trees have got too many leaves left on them. Yeah, fuck it right up. Looking up at the moment. Things are looking up at the moment. If you're lying on your back, they're definitely looking up. Yeah, so a good drone would be nice. There is one that you can use one-handed, but I think it's too much money at the moment. And it's an FPV one. First person view. So you put a set of goggles on while you're doing it. Don't think I'd like to be putting on a pair of goggles where I can't see anything while I'm in the Doggers car park. Would you? Would you? Grannies ate them, so you make money running around for leaves in the window. Ah. Yeah, I just know what it's like around here. Seeing people fight against it all day long. Bin bags full of leaves. The place looks pristine. And there's literally just one gust of wind and it looks like they haven't done a single day's work ever. Ridiculous. Yeah, trying to impose human aesthetics and general control freakishness onto nature. Nature finds its own way. Always has done. And when you look at what happened during COVID with the lockdown, when nature was allowed to get on with it, you know, Venice, the canals, horrible, filthy, dirty canals, within the space of a few weeks, were crystal clear. Fish in there and all kinds. Look at DJI Neo. Ah, right, is that the one? Do you know what? I must be on a mailing list for DJI. I get loads of stuff off them. I might send them an email. I've only got one working hand. Send me something. Send me something. How many tabs you got open today? Go on. How many? Pristine, Christine. What are you trying to tell us there? Freshly pruned bush at the front. Is that what you're trying to tell us, are you? Filthy beggar, you filthy beggar. That's your excuse. It's a nature garden. Do you know what? What we should have done there, everyone who's in here, just screen print what Sam put. And then when everyone goes mad, just look. Sam said to us, this would work. That's why I'm sat in the back garden having a beer when I should be doing work. Printed, laminated. It's Sam's fault. There you go. Such a great time for the skies and waterways it was. For us to be locked up for a while. We can't do it, but imagine as a society if we agreed every time things were getting too much. Every 3 or 4 years, we're going to have 2 weeks of lockdown just to allow nature, like having a holiday, just have 2 weeks, let nature get its footprint back and then see what happens. We are a menace, we are. Jeff's nodding there. He knows he's a menace. So many cheaper and good ones. Look at the drone called Patenic, under 200. You've got that one. Oh, I'll look into that. I know I spent less on the car than I was expecting, but I do need to be careful with the money. Still, saying that, yeah, I've got enough tech. The only thing I haven't got at the moment, genuinely haven't got, is an autofocus prime lens. I've either got zoom ones or manual focus prime lenses. I could do with a decent 35mm autofocus prime lens. But that can wait, or buy one really cheap second hand. It's just when I go out and do my little walks. Not as many tabs. You've only been about half in today. Too many other things going on. Exactly. Life gets in the way, as always. Life gets in the way. The hole in the ozone nearly closed during COVID. It just shows you, doesn't it, man? DJI Neo's only a one-handed controller. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Jeff's no bother at all. Jeff the filthy beggar. Thought I needed a tripod too. I could really do with a tripod. Funnily enough, I watched a video either last night or this morning with the £800 tripod that I'd seen, the one by Potato Jet, one-handed, where you just squeeze it and the 3 legs come out, and then you can squeeze it and push it down. That one. They brought out a cheaper version of it, which is not quite as good, but it's got the same features on it, which is 300, I think it was. So I'll keep an eye out for that. If that gets to a certain level where it's cheap enough, I don't mind buying that either. But it's not something I need. It's something I could rarely do with. Not something I need. Drone's the same. I don't need it. I could do with it. And I'm trying to get myself sorted where I will buy stuff that I need rather than what I want. Ask Father Christmas for a drone. Father Christmas will tell me to fuck off. Unfortunately. Ali out. Got to bid you all good night. No worries. Have a nice day in work tomorrow. Don't run too quickly. Tie your laces first. Sam, you had a cool channel find its way to you in the last couple of months promoting restoration and rewilding. I love stuff like that. There's a huge thing on at the moment in northern Scotland where they're trying to get people to rewild. And also the rivers that were made sort of to go too quickly, the bends that were cut out of them, they're trying to make them rebend. Is it called rebending? Because nature, the bend is better for the flow of the river. It doesn't go too quickly. It doesn't wash away stuff that needs to be in the rivers. We need to do more of that. Peat bog restoration in Scotland as well. More of it, man. More of it. It's in the UK, the good old U of K. Anybody else get the Group 7 invite yet? What's the Group 7 invite, Mandy? Is this some kind of underground James Bond lair that we were talking about earlier on? Long blonde hair guy. Ooh. Meandering rivers. I went to see him back in 1960. Very deep voice. Fantastic singer. Nature's Rain. Ooh. If you know, you know. I don't know. Do you know? Group 7 is Group 7. Oh, hang on. No. No. I might be thinking of something else. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm not spending. Unless I win money or something happens, at which point I'll go and spend a fortune. I will need a new laptop at some time in the future as well. That can wait. All of this can wait. I could do with a power bank for the car, a Bluetti or one of those type of things. That can wait. DJI also do one of those. That can wait. Meandering rivers are fantastic. I forget where I seen it. It was a programme. Must have been BBC. It's always BBC. And they were talking about, I think this might have been up near Carlisle. Carlisle was flooding all the time. And they said if you go back and look at how the rivers were years ago, they were slowed down to such a degree by the meanderings, the bends, the meanderings. It slowed the flow of water down so much that it never used to flood. Then we got rid of all the bends in it and made it go quicker. And there you go. We've messed with nature too much. Louise is still here. She was saying good night to Ali, not night all. I think she's still here anyway. Louise doesn't like to leave. Yeah, doesn't like to leave if there's a chance of Jeff appearing at all. You filthy beggars, you. You filthy beggars. Still here. Still here. Holding on strong, 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. What's the weather like up there tonight, Mount Pendle? What are the views like? There are no views. It's pitch bleeding black, obviously. You're only here for the dancing. Are you dancing? Oh, are you asking? I'm asking. I'm dancing. Jeff Letch. That's a good name now. Jeff Letch is the kind of person who'd turn up at an office, wouldn't he? Trying to sell you photocopiers. Hi, the name's Letch. Jeff Letch. Can I interest you in a brother? What? Leave me mum alone. No. Good names. Good names. Jeff Letch is also the kind of... It could be a priest's name in Father Ted. Father Jeff Letch. Can I have your chair? The river by Rutland Castle was rerouted when it was built. There's dangers in rerouting rivers. There's dangers. A lot of these things happened over hundreds of thousands of years. And it specifically happened over hundreds of thousands of years to suit the surrounding areas. You start pissing around with it, you mess with nature. Don't work out, don't go good. That is a lovely castle, by the way, for those who've never been there. Rutherland Castle, North Wales. Bloody beautiful, bloody beautiful. Floods happen all the time. The same with deforestation. If you take the trees out of hillsides, there's nothing to stop water getting into the soil and the soil just flowing down. There's no roots. Root systems normally keep the soils from going and flooding places, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. This is why they're bringing the beavers back. It is. I was reading somewhere today or yesterday again, I can't remember, the last 2 days just seemed like one day. Somewhere the local council wanted to do something with the water and it was going to cost £1.2 million to do it. Beavers came in and did it themselves. Just naturally came in, built a dam and did the exact job that the council wanted to do, free of charge. Filth, utter filth. What's left of it? Are we talking about Rutherland Castle or the beavers? Can we get t-shirts made? Bring back the beavers. I'm sure they'd sell well. Especially in Blackpool, imagine those. Stag and hen nights, everyone will be wearing those. And Filth Louisa on the back of it would be the perfect stag or perfect hen do t-shirt, isn't it? Filth Louisa. The castle, it's lovely though, isn't it? What's left of the castle. There's more of that castle left than other ones around there. Where you go and there's literally just a few little stumps in the ground, but you can see the outline of where the castle used to be. I find that amazing. Brand new castles, follies, decent old ones that are still in one piece, bits of ones that look fairly, it's just everywhere in between. Any kind of castle you want to find, North Wales has them. Talk of wolves coming to Scotland as well. That would work wonders. Because there's no wolves in Scotland anymore, the red deer just managed to proliferate to a degree where they've eaten the entire countryside. There's no trees anymore. Any trees that do start to grow or have been planted, the saplings just get ate. You don't get a chance. The wolves come in, they keep the numbers down to a manageable level, the trees get a chance to grow. Nice beaver, thanks. I just had it stuff. Was that Police Squad or whatever it was? Leslie Nielsen. Naked Gun. Farmers were not like wolves. They wouldn't, but it's needed for the ecology. It's so out of whack in northern Scotland. But then the people wouldn't like it either. The people who go there to shoot grouse and deer and things. The rich people. Conwy Castle is not too bad. We're going to find out soon. I've got to get down there and have a look at that. Not filmed anything decent for a while, have I? What would farmers not like? They don't like anything, do they? Naked Gun it is. This is the topic of today's show from Nature's Reign. The reintroduction of apex predators. If you look at what happened in Yellowstone, when they reintroduced, was it like 2 or 3 wolves? The whole area changed overnight. Well, it wasn't overnight, but you know what I mean? It was like that. Next thing you know, it's back to the way it should have been. There's balance. There's balance in nature. Absolute balance. And if you take things out, you ruin it completely. Putting it back the way it was, the way it evolved, much better. Planted a load of saplings here and the bloody kids snapped them up. Little shit. Don't you hate that? There's no one taught them anything in school. Don't understand how important this stuff is. Gobshites. They don't eat everything. Wolves eat what they need. And there's more than enough deer up in Scotland for a start, where it'll keep them going. And they can catch other things as well, but it's not as if they just see sheep and think we're going to go for those all the time. They don't. And you can as a farmer, you can protect your land. But you just need to have these things up there somewhere. There's a huge amount of Scotland where there's no farms anyway. But there's nothing there. No trees. No growth. Just bare rock or sort of grass-covered bare rock. Most of Scotland should have been a wood. It should be part of the Tiger. The Tiger goes all the way from, well, it'll be Alaska, won't it? From Alaska all the way round to Russia, to that far away from Alaska. Just an unbroken line of forest. Apart from Scotland, there's only a little bit of it up there. Yeah, it's the only way for balance, absolutely. Explains how humans trying to deal with meso-predators doesn't really work. Makes things worse, yeah. Get the kids to plant the next lot. They're invested in the growth. Do you know what? That does work. Who was it who did that up near me? Another BBC documentary. They went to Kirby, which is full of little bastards. Asbos everywhere. And they got the kids to have a little garden that they looked after. And they were so invested in the garden looking after it, that they stopped misbehaving, but they also started helping out the older people that were there. Instead of just egging the houses and stuff like that, or giving them a load of lip, they were helping them out in their gardens. So there was this huge community grew up around it. Absolutely amazing. Give these kids an opportunity. Show them a little bit of interest. Give them another option. And not all kids are horrible. Even horrible kids are not horrible. They've just got nothing to do. But you need to educate them. Get them on board. Get them interested. You say if they are their plants, they'll look after them. And they should have mates to look after them as well for them. We're all in this together. Tradition and just backward parochial thinking keep subjecting to what needs to be done. That seems to be all over the world, that's bloody feral. It is, the parents are too busy acting like kids to bring them up. There's that generation, just, is it my generation or the one below mine, who just were little bastards themselves and are not arsed anymore? Well, it didn't do me any harm. You've been in jail 6 times this week. Oh, fuck it, they're alright. They're only having a bit of fun. Setting fire to police cars. Just a bit of fun, isn't it? Knobheads. Humans as a whole species in future will benefit, but people think in selfish ways about what they, as an individual, want for themselves in the here and now. Yep. There's no forward thinking. There's no thought of, well, I'm alright, but will my kid, my grandkids, my great-grandkids, will they be alright? Not bothered, not interested, as long as I'm alright now. Horrible. Loads of birds of prey get poisoned over here by farmers. Think the birds attack the livestock. Yeah, it is very rare. It only ever happens if there's a lack of the normal food. And how is there a lack of the normal food? Normally because we've fucked something up. We've moved a river, or we've got rid of all kinds of animals somewhere. That's happening over here as well in the UK. Very, very, very rare birds are being killed. All the time. Birds of prey. I don't like them. Doesn't matter whether you like them or not. They were here before you were. Just hope that they're here after you are. Still hot. No, Jeff, not you. Let's fix this shit up, man. Let's make this world a better place. If not for us, for them, and the next, and the next, and the next. Tidy up, clean things. But they won't. Got an entire generation of people who are more interested in profits. And if you explain to them, your bank with all the money in it and all the gold in it will be underwater. Doesn't matter. Does matter. There's rarely prosecutions. Horrible, isn't it? Jeff's always hot. Jeff likes this. Hope it's not too late, the way it's going at the moment. We need to help. Every one of us needs to do our little bit. Anything we can. Anything we can to help. It's never too late. Even when it's too late, it's never too late. Never too late to try anyway, is it? We've got to do it. One generation has got to come through that says, you know what, stop this shit. It can't be profits all the time. Can't just be fossil fuel all the time. Something's got to give. The next generation of kids coming through are very, very ecologically sound, very savvy. Do you know what happens? They're very, very Greta Thunbergy. They know what's happening. Not just, I can write a placard. Do you understand the science behind it? They're going to be the people in charge when I'm old. What do you mean when you're old? Bastards. But you know what I mean? Years back, people were taking eggs all the time. It was a hobby, wasn't it? People should do it constantly. Bastards. Just reading this morning about 3 dead chicks from a pair of hawks that are filmed every year. Died of poisoning. They had to take the live stream down. Bastards. Is that deliberate poisoning? Or is this just like the vet food from poisoned animals. Again, we don't even think about stuff like this. If you poison animals and then the animals get ate by other animals, the other animals get poisoned. Horrible, isn't it? Oh, man. Yeah, thinking about us as a species, not just our own kids and grandkids. Care as much about people from every part of the planet and want better for even your enemies. Great Kang. Yeah, absolutely. There's only one race, the human race. Look after each other, man. He looks very cool, Jeff. Does he now, does he? I thought he looked hot with a H-A-W-T. Or does he look hot and cool at the same time? It's horrible, isn't it? Absolutely horrible. So today all museums will have to return artefacts to their country of origin. British museums will be emptied. They will be. Unless we fill them with things of our own. Johnny Rotten's jumper. We've got loads of history here. Poison food, yeah. That's it. It's not just necessarily deliberately poisoning the birds, but if you're poisoning everything around them, they're bound to get it in the system. That's why so many dolphins wash up, and when you have their stomachs cut open, they're full of well, not even microplastics, they're just full of plastic. Yeah, objectively speaking, there's way too many people in the world. Do you know what? There is, but at the same time, we can easily maintain the amount of people in the world if we reduce the consumption that we have. And that's not everyone on the planet. There's a huge amount of people who consume absolutely sod all. The rich global north needs to reduce its consumption. But eventually it does need to come down a bit, because otherwise we're going to need another earth just to grow the stuff on there that we need. Farmers poisoning rats and then bird picks them up. Birds rely on stuff like rats, don't they, and all that kind of malarkey. If Jeff is hot and cool, would he end up tepid? He's never tepid. He's one or the other. He's both at the same time. Unless he was in a thermos. At which point, of course, he'd be hot. Or cool. Because it keeps cool things cool as well, you know. Yeah, resource scarcity has everything to do with unequal distribution of resource. Because the global north has the money. And we'll just take what we want. Ridiculous. Hello, Dave. We need a reset. The world needs a reset. And maybe 4 new tyres and a new set of strings. Always get a new set of strings if you can. Capitalism is toxic. It also doesn't work. That's why I don't understand the US. Why so many of your compatriots are so obsessed with it, who stand up for it all the time. It's like, this isn't working. You're working 80 hours a week, putting yourself in an early grave just to make your bosses more wealthy than they already are. And if it was so strong, why have US government after US government interfered with elections in South America? Why have people gone missing? It's because if socialism took hold in South America, North Americans would look and go, listen, this is actually working. They get more for their buck than we are. Everyone's educated, everyone's got health, everyone's living fantastic lives, great tans, fantastic teeth. Sounds like California, only everyone's doing the same. No, you don't like it. Hence the Reds under the beds. Except now, the entire country's been handed over to the bloody Reds, and Putin's pretty much telling people what to do in your country and mine. Same thing over there. Isn't it ridiculous? It will blow up at some point, capitalism. It should have done in 2008. But no. What happened in 2008? When the banks went bankrupt? Or at least they should have done, because the markets dictated that they went bankrupt. No, we bailed them out. It was socialism for the companies and corporations, capitalism for the people. What point do people just go, actually, you're right. We always bail them out. They never bail us out, do they? Up their workers. Go ahead, Wolfie. Up their workers. Wales gone mad. Oh, man. It's hot in here. Sorry, it's Jeff, isn't it? That's what it is, it's Jeff. You actually took a university course called American Culture, where you try to help us see all the underlying ideas that drive your thinking today. Not everyone enjoyed that class. I can imagine. It's mad. Americans that actually leave America and go somewhere else, even just for a while, 3 or 4 months, always seem to have the scales fall from their eyes. It's mad, isn't it? As soon as you get away from it, the indoctrination, pledging allegiance to a flag of a morning in school just sounds very North Korean to me. Constantly saying we're number one with your foam fingers. It's fucking not, mate. Just get out and go somewhere else. Get a passport, go around the world, and then go back home later and just see whether or not you still believe you're number one, but at least go and find somewhere else first. Back doing your in, you're off to bed. Oh, no worries, mate. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Night Shane. See you later, bud. Look after your back, and your back will look after you. Get well soon. You're not yaying me, I know. I've been yayed in ages. I don't deserve to be yayed. I'm not. It's not me. That's Botrix who's doing that. It's not me. That doesn't count. Level 18, that's not. I'd put myself back down to 0, only that means I'd be levelling up 3 or 4 times every bloody stream, so we're not doing that. But that doesn't count. That's not a dare. Yay to you. Nah. There's no limit. Miriam, she's so beautiful, so beautiful. She's wet, so wet. That doesn't look like it's raining, but it must have been pissing down while I was in here. And because I didn't get out, for those who did get out, was it your normal bomby night? Where everything smells of fire, sulphur, and it was warm. Level myself up to 50. It'll take ages to get to 51. Yes, oh, and just below you, just under you. Oh, hello. Filthy beggar. How about if I put myself to 52 so I'm number 1 in the charts? How's that? Nah. There should be a way of just saying don't allow this helmet into it. I'm going to look into that. Your bridge was class today. Proper work of art. Which one? You got 2 in 1. 2 for the price of 1. We like a bargain. Also had a linguistics class on intercultural communication that had as a text a small book intended for folks coming to the US to work, study, etc. Very interesting. I bet you it was. Be interesting to see what they thought was important. You know what I mean? Mad. It's a big world, but it's a small world. Just welcome people in and see what happens from it. The one with the perfect arch. Is that Jeff's eyebrow? Someone that is neurodivergent and didn't pick up culture as intuitively as neurotypical folks don't seem to. Having courses that explained what your fellow country folk was. Very helpful, I can imagine. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Are they thinking? are they thinking? Was it right though, or was it just, this is what the man says you should be thinking? This is how you should act. So we've got a test, same kind of thing that you've got in the States, a citizenship test. And to pass the test for the UK, you need to be able to answer all these questions. And there's been people who've been born and bred in the UK who've just said, I don't know a single one of these. I would fail my own citizenship test. Can you sing every verse of Jerusalem or something? No. I know the first one because of the cricket. That's about it, really. Just mad. You see loads of reels of Americans who think Europe is one country. Is it really that bad? It is mad, isn't it? And I don't think they realise as well. It's not Europe's. It's big. It's not massive. It's big. But in the time it takes you to go from one state to another, we could be in 8, 10, 12 different countries, each one with a completely different language, a completely different culture. It's not the same country. We know, you know that. We know that. But just it's mad again when I see Americans coming over here, reels or TikToks, being based in Europe, being based in the UK. Just decided to go on a plane one day and go to Spain, and I've been to see the Sagrada Familia, or been over to Paris because it takes an hour to get there. Just amazing. You can go to all these places and then fly back on the same day. Why wouldn't you? If you come all the way over the ocean, go and have a look what there is out there. Honestly, it makes more sense when put in broader context there. History, culture, psychology, rather than you thinking everyone around you is just born nuts. Despite the fact, Sam, that they are, obviously, are. Some might think that. Just think people just don't retain things taught in school. They can be clueless about nearly every subject they sat in for class. You don't get it. Some people just are not interested, are they? Do you know what? It's the same over here as well, so it's not just with you lot. You'll have the jocks who are just, I'm going to play in the NFL. The pretty girls who are just going to be models or influencers. Then the people with the long coats, I don't care, I'm not going to make it until I'm 20. I'm going to take you fuckers with me. Sam, you're desperate to hold on to every fact you're exposed to and learn more. That is because you are a genuine, fully rounded person, trying to be more fully rounded. More people need to be that way. There's nothing embarrassing about being intelligent. And there's nothing embarrassing or to be feared of wanting to improve yourself, to learn about things. We're getting taught that it is. I mean, how many of us got told we've got ideas above our station when we were young? I want to do this and I want to do that. Oh, no, lad. Ideas above your station. Come and work down pit. Fucking I'm 26 and from Liverpool. The pit's closed years ago, dickhead. Europe and the US are almost the same size, and Europe has a much bigger population. Yeah, there's loads of wide open spaces in the States. There isn't obviously where we are. Because the countries are squeezed in, aren't they? Yeah, also, anything outside where a person lives is something hard for people to understand. People are sure that Chicago, Portland, LA, New York are active war zones and slums that need military intervention. Because they get told it, because Fox tells them that. You can't walk the street. We keep hearing it all the time. Fox News and people over there. You can't walk parts of Birmingham. There's no-go zones all over. No-go zones all over the UK. And then the people who live here are just laughing about it. The fuck are you on about? I'd quite happily walk through Handsworth in Birmingham on my own. Not a chance I'd walk through New York. And probably New York's as safe as anywhere in England. You found an old A-level maths book. It might as well have been written in hieroglyphics. Because you don't use it. So you lose it. Although I hate all this stuff. Algebra. I've never used algebra since the day I left school. Yes, you have. You use it every day. No, I don't. Really. So these young girls, single mums, pregnant when they're 15, didn't manage to go to school. Thick as shit. Yeah. You can say to her, your dole money is X amount, nappies are Y, you've got X amount of kids, you need food for Z amount of days, work it out, and they can do it like that. That's how much I can spend every day. That's fucking algebra. The only reason why they can do it is because they've done it at school. It's stuck in there somewhere. Problem solving. That's what a lot of work at school is, problem solving. So that when you leave school, in your normal day-to-day life, you can problem solve. I think one of the most telling ones you saw, a guy was asking people fairly simple questions, Lulu Ballatini, and they didn't know the answers. Then he asked one of them to name the Kardashians. That's it. Stop making stupid people famous. Not me, obviously. We're being dumbed down as a society. States, UK, anywhere. We are being dumbed down, deliberately being dumbed down, because we're easier to then manipulate. That's why libraries keep closing down. As, you know, Manic Street Preachers said, libraries gave us power, then work came and set us free. Or then work came to set us free. Yeah. We've had this taken away from us. Libraries used to be places where people went. You'd go and absorb the intelligence that was in there. Now, no. You sit at home and you watch Britain's Got Talent, Benefit Street, Kardashians. It's just mindless pap. Good Morning Britain, all that stuff. ITV from 6 o'clock in the morning through to whatever time. It's just done deliberately to make people as thick as almighty fuck. That way you won't ask questions. Right, you need to go and work for nothing. Okay. And then we'll tax you on the nothing that we give you. How's that? Okay. And where are you going? I'm going to my solid gold house in the country. Okay. Yeah, keep looking down. By the way, your next door neighbour, the fellow with a different coloured skin, it's his fault. Fucking idiots. I wish it was possible to make education as easily absorbed as stuff on TikTok. Sam, do you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe TikTok is the way forward. Maybe the TikTokification of education is one way to go. If people are so used to sitting there scrolling through reels and stuff, put more educational stuff on TikTok and on Instagram reels and YouTube shorts. Just sneakily bombard them without them knowing it. And then one day you'll ask someone, some thick little fucker, a question, and it'll just come up. Where'd you learn that? Oh, I don't know. I think it might have been TikTok, but it's working. Can never do maths on paper, but in your head, no problem. Some people are great at doing that. Others can't do it in their head, but can sit down with paper and can work out anything. Don't know how Kardashians stick in the brain more than equally wild stuff people have done throughout history. Because they got big bums, obviously. It's the perfect storm. We're at that part of our evolution as human beings where we've gone backwards. We've now evolved to have the attention span of a goldfish and the imagination of a caravan site, as Neil Innes would say. And that's all you need. What you need to stop you getting bored on the bus. Brainless fuckwits with big arses. Be a good name for a band, that, wouldn't it? Brainless fuckwits with big arses. There you go. And then occasionally, if you look like you're turning away from the screen, one of them will throw out a sex tape. There you go. That'll keep you glued to your screen. Literally. Just idiocy running wild. It's the difference between doing something because you want to as opposed to being told to. You can easily influence people into doing things they want to. Or that you want them to do without telling them to. There are ways of doing it. Just got to influence them. Again, that's where libraries came in handy. If I had to go to the library, which I used to have to when I was at school, to go and get the Encyclopedia Britannica and read stuff, I wouldn't just read what I was there to go and read. I'd also, while I was there, spend an hour or two just looking through things. Kids don't anymore. And you can't scroll through an encyclopedia, a big book. You have to read it. So all this is brilliant. And I know you're watching on it at the moment, but it's mushed our brains. Which is why when you get an opportunity Not all social media has to be stupid. You can afford to be intelligent. You can afford to be thoughtful. You can afford to drag people with you. I know I'm not a genius. And I know a lot of what I say on my little stupid vloggy things, I occasionally try and address something that is, for me, virtually unspoken about, or I don't hear enough of it. If it is spoken about, try and drag people into the conversation. What do you think of this? Was I right when I was saying this? Try and at least start the conversations. And Sam, you are the ideal person to be doing this. Shorts don't need to be stupid. Long form can be incredibly engaging and entertaining and hugely informative and intelligent. Your voice is your power. If we could all do that, one lesson at a time, we can make this world a better place. Bring me sunshine. Oh man, the world's gone mad. Ali's doing overtime, she's not even here. How mad's that? How mad's that? Anyway, I am absolutely, totally and utterly exhausted. I don't know how I've managed to get through this, apart from the love of you guys. So, there are folks that provide good educational material, even on TikTok. You try to provide recommendations to students in the early days. It's never too late. It's never too late. We can do this. If you make a difference to one person, and that person can make a difference to another person, before you know where you are, like COVID, it's spread around the world. Dancing shoes time, come on. Get your dancing shoes on. Shacks a little swine.
Another great night here at the Paris Pause. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.